I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite sector on the Citadel.
This exchange is over.
Offense.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
and-
are live.
Hello.
Damn it.
Hi, what? What were you guys talking about?
None of your
Nothing that
business.
concerns you, don't worry.
Something lighting the Citadel on fire and blaming it on Ep.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, yeah. No, that's
I mean,
fine.
we have lots of plans for Ep. Lots of
Are you
plans.
guys plotting Ep's death?
We would
No,
never.
no, we didn't.
What kind of
Oh.
monster?
Confirm nor
Death,
deny.
no, death is too kind. Ep
Exactly.
must
God.
suffer.
Any of
What
these
kind
claims.
of monsters do you take us for?
Yeah.
The
The
extreme
best kind.
Don't answer that.
The best
Okay.
kind with only the
That's
best
why we don't
intentions.
kill him.
Mm-hmm. Right. So as everyone's plotting Ep's death, last where
Only-
we left off,
The
what?
way he's gonna die is if he does it himself.
He might. Who knows? I don't know. He's scared shitless of you guys right now. Let's be honest.
Good.
Uh,
Good.
So, yeah, you guys are able to make it back to the Citadel where we last left off. You guys were able to have some nice downtime on the ship, kind of help each other out, lift Vera's spirits out, up after her friend Sabius was betrayed her, basically. But you guys were able to make it back, and you learned from Arissa that there is some technology that could probably counter this powerful shield that he has. It is just some old technology, which the excavation about this culture is actually being done by Brockus's daughter, actually, the eldest of the Asaris, that is currently doing some work on one of the planets that you guys will eventually go to. However, Brockus, you're not doing so well. You do have some very intense nerve damage going on with your skin and organs at the moment, and you are in the middle of surgery where we last left off. And then everyone else, I believe it was just Mel and Mercy that stayed behind, correct? For the checkup or just the examination, or were you guys there for the whole
I think I think they
surgery?
shoved them out.
Yeah,
I
we
thi-
stayed up until the surgery, I think,
Okay.
and
And
then
the,
we got shoved out.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to stick around the hospital or anything like that, or the med
No,
wing or
I think I
anything.
took
So
her back to the ship.
okay, yeah, that's pretty much where we last left off. So everyone else at this point, to my knowledge, I think is at least back at the ship right now, devising a plan on what needs to be done. There are some ships that need to be repaired, or ship that needs some repairs. There's some things I'm sure you guys need to restock. So as we start today's session, that is where we're starting off, is actually Brockus. You are going to be in surgery for several hours, trying to repair as much nerve damage and muscle tissue as possible. It has been about a week since you got shot. However, thanks to Mel and her quick thinking, she was able to stop a good chunk of the damage. So with the surgery, they're hoping to help repair as much as they can. Because as you learned, Vera didn't really have that kind of time as far as the medical quickness that Mel showed you. So you are in surgery for several hours. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and ask you, go ahead and make 2 Constitution saving throws for me, please.
and we're not even 5 minutes in. She's already trying to kill me.
No.
Constitution, you said?
Yes, 2 of them.
Okay, Constitution. The first is a 7.
Okay.
Where's that void dice that I have? Let's roll the void dice. Constitution number 2 is a 10.
Okay, so well, I rolled for them, and you're doing.
See, I don't like
fine.
hearing that about doctors that you're rolling for them.
I'm not rolling at how well they do. This is their job. I'm not
Okay.
rolling for
Okay.
performance. I'm rolling at how well they fix the nerve damage and how well, and the Constitution saving throws are how well your body is responding to the treatment. So if you got a nat 1, it wasn't gonna kill you.
Man, never trust a Solarian to work on a Krogan.
Oh boy. And there's several of them around you. You're just unconscious for the whole thing. So yeah, so you're unconscious. You don't know the results just yet. So we're gonna come back to you after, because several hours are passing. The crew, the Mimsy 6, is doing some other things in the meantime. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Mel, since I know that you were very antsy on wanting to fix the ship, and you kind of shoot away the other engineers that were trying to help.
Nobody touches her, but us. So I need about how much money would you say is needed for these repairs, like based on the damage that we've sustained?
So the damage, there's still quite a bit of exterior damage because you did run some diagnostics on the inside and they weren't terrible. There's probably a couple of like electric stuff that you need to replace, but as far as internal damage, you're fine. So at this point, it's mostly metal parts that you would need. It's not the most expensive pieces, but again, you're repairing a whole ass end of a ship. Pretty much. So it's gonna cost you a good 1.5 mil credits to get all those parts replaced. Ship parts are not cheap.
Do we have a ship fund to draw off of?
I was gonna say, check with the ship fund.
Yes, I have the group funds. Currently in our group treasury, there is 3,495,000 credits.
Okay, I say this probably qualifies as a that, if that's cool with everybody.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that group treasury is for like any sort
I
of
mean, the
ship stuff that
quartermaster's
we
in charge
need.
of the money, right?
Any group supplies that we need, I think, should come out of the group treasury as well. So
So yeah, Mel requisitions Vera for funds and sends invoices.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess Mel will start working on the repairs, and she will yeah, she's just gonna start working on it herself. Does it look like stuff that I could do myself, or do I need to recruit Jamar or hire some people to help me?
Jamar
Well,
and
you
Wheatley, the
have-
flashlight, are on hand.
Yeah, there we go. You could do Jamar if Jamar wants to. There is about 3 other engineers that were kind of there hanging out, not knowing what to do as they want to help. They were kind of told to help you guys, and you kind of were just like, yeah, don't touch.
Okay.
So they're kind of on standby once the parts arrive. You'll probably need at least 1 or 2 extra to help at least get the parts up. But as far as like doing any of the repairs yourself, you and Jamar could probably do it by yourself. It's more of the lifting at this point.
I will allow them to assist after going on my Omni tool to do background checks on each of them.
There's Mel handing out written tests before allowing them near the ship. It's like, I'm sorry, you didn't pass the written test. Get out.
Yep.
Nope. Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and do engineering. It's fine. Or electronics. Sorry, electronics.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be high math.
Yay, high math.
16 plus 28.
Damn, girl. Okay. Yeah, so you run some background checks on these guys, and so it's basically a Solarian and 2 Turians that are trying to help you out right now. Aside from a couple of like parking tickets and maybe like a DUI, they're pretty clear.
The one with the DUI, I'm gonna be like, stay sober. Do that.
What? I haven't.
You know what I mean.
How do you-
You know what I'm talking about.
How do you?
I'm watching
know?
you. No sauce.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I need my no sauce. All right. Stay sober.
I keep forgetting you have an accent, which I don't know why I forget.
So does she.
She does, yeah.
You know, I don't need the sass. I have a lot of games I play. I forget my accents.
This is true. It's true. Mel is
Just-
secretly
just start
American.
switching
It's all
to
a,
them.
it's all an act. All
She's
an
mad
act.
that she went American, right? It's canon. So yeah, then I guess I'll work on that while supervising those 2. I'd put them on kind of simple tasks because Mel doesn't trust them with the higher level electronics on the ship. She doesn't want them anywhere
Okay.
near that. But like the basic hull damage and stuff like that, she's gonna put them on. Even though they're
Okay.
definitely qualified to do a lot more complicated stuff, Mel is just like, nah.
They are. That's fair. That's fair. And Jamar, you're assisting, correct?
Yep. And Wheatley's holding the flashlight so we can yell at him.
Okay. You did repair Wheatley. I do remember that. So Wheatley is brand new and fully functional at this point. Mel, are you having any of your bots help you out?
No, they only last a short amount of time.
That's
so-
true.
Yeah, the problem
they
is the
last a
engineer
minute.
bots are 1 minute long.
you could
they
have
last
your
for
doggo
1
help
minute.
out.
Doggo
It's
isn't
true.
that smart.
Doggo's not,
But
yeah,
Doggo is
Doggo.
gonna just kind of like, he just kind of walks by in the background every now and then. Clunk,
Wagging
clunk,
his
clunk,
tail.
clunk, 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 clunk. I'm like, oh, he's so cute. It inspires me. I'm gonna keep going.
As you let it out in the front, just pacing back and forth.
Yeah. I give him instructions to just patrol.
Okay, that's fair. All right. So this damage, though it's fairly easy to fix, will still take you a few hours to do. It will probably take you not the entire day, but a good chunk of the day. So if there's anything else you guys want to do later, you would technically have the time to do so. But you guys already know that you're going to be staying on the Citadel for a while, at least. How many days that is, that's entirely up to you guys. But you know that this isn't your only day here. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know how
what-
things are with our team, so my priority is to spend however much time is needed to get the ship in flying, proper flying shape, just in case we need to leave quickly for some reason.
Okay, so with that, I'm gonna have you both roll me some engineering. Both of you can actually do it with advantage because not only are you assisting each other, but you have assistants assisting you.
Hey, how many do you need?
I'm actually going to. There's 3 parts that let's go ahead and do 3 rolls.
I got
that
a really
face.
bad first roll.
With advantage?
Oh no, thank you.
Yeah, it was with
You
advantage.
said engineering,
Much better.
right?
Engineering. Yes.
Okay.
Unless I don't think, is there a ship repair? I don't think there's a ship repair.
No, I was just checking because I also do electronics and all that stuff.
Right, yeah, no,
21.
it's engineering. 21?
My
Okay.
first roll. Yeah. You wanted 3?
3, yes. Because of the amount of time and the spots that you are
That
trying
face.
to repair.
Sounds like that die needs to be put away.
14 for the second roll for me.
14, okay.
And are we splitting the 3 rolls? Should he do the last one, or is it 3 rolls each of us?
It's 3 rolls each, because you guys are working on different parts.
17.
17, okay. And then Jamar's rolls.
Could have been so good, but they
All
weren't.
right.
weren't.
First one is a 25.
Okay.
So much better than mine.
The second
Yeah, you rolled
one
kinda
is a
low.
27.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, he's outshining you.
Third
Mel is
one
not on her
is
game today.
Oh, there we go. There's the Mel roll. That's the 13.
Hey,
13,
we don't
okay.
need to call. Whoa! We don't
Mel's
need to
got
call
used as
it
an adjective.
a Mel roll. Okay,
Mel is an
that's not
adjective
a
now.
thing.
It's
I
a
thought
Mel
pulling
flirtation
Mel-
roll.
I thought pulling a Mel was like poorly flirting.
I thought
Apparently
pulling a
several
Mel
levels.
was not being able to hit anything with your gun.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's a lot of
okay.
Mels.
Shots fired.
There's a lot of
Shots
Mels.
fired.
Yeah,
No,
Mel
shots
is
not
yeah.
fired. You
Shots.
missed. You missed
They
them.
were fired. Didn't hit a fucking thing.
Maybe they were fired, but they weren't hit.
I'm just gonna go away now. So
Good.
hide my shame. Hide
Go
my
in your
shame.
box of shame. Okay, so with that, you guys struggle just a little bit. Some parts maybe take like a little bit longer to work on. It is a ship that's not very well known, so it takes just a little bit on a couple of spots. But for the most part, overall, you guys did really well. So it'll still
Like to
take you
say,
that
I'm
amount
worried
of time.
about Brockus. Okay, so I've got like my medical brain was engaged,
Sure,
and it was just
sure.
hard for me to switch.
Mm-hmm. Sure, sure. And Doggo walking by, distracting you. Mm-hmm.
So
Sure.
cute.
Yeah,
There was probably another cute girl engineer that was working on the ship too.
no, they're all boys, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not gonna get my interest. But I probably was
Unless Jamar?
distracted by like watching them like hawks more than I should have.
No, don't touch that.
Okay,
got a
so while
flask.
they're oh god, it's like no, it's a wrench.
Oh, you should.
Looks like a
It looks like a flask. You put that away.
You just go sit over here.
okay. So what are the other 3 doing?
I don't even know. We have like a whole week.
I mean, it's up to you guys. You do know that the doctors did say that Brockus would probably need a couple days to recover. We will see if Brockus complies. I have plans, but the goal is a couple days at least, if not longer.
I'm gonna go check and see if my orders at the Spectre shop came in.
Okay, you can go ahead and check.
Tyrion Talon gauntlets and skirmish armor.
Yes. So as of right now, so when you guys last went there, it has only been a couple weeks. So not much has gotten in just yet. But however, The order is still coming in, and it looks like they're planning on having a couple of items on people's wish list coming in shortly, but they don't really have an ETA. So because it's technically been a short time since you guys. It feels longer, I know, because we've had several sessions since you guys last were here, but it's really only been like 2 weeks.
Alright, totally fine.
Maybe 2.5, but not long.
Let's see here. Definitely gonna get in touch with Morsa again.
Okay.
And
What's cool? Thank you so much for the resub.
gotta make sure Mel takes a break from repairs at some point to go to the spa.
That's up to her if she wants to step away. Let Jamar do the work.
I mean, once repairs are done, like, are repairs gonna take more than 1 day?
It won't take more than 1 day, no.
That'll be spa's gonna be tomorrow. When I've earned it.
Okay. So are you doing anything specific in the meantime aside from looking at that shop, following up?
Okay. So other than that, no, I'll just continue trying to. I think I already got proficiency in the EWS system. Yes.
Yes, if you want to work on a new project, you can.
I will continue working on the gun kata fighting thing.
Okay.
Though you never gave me like what I had to clock. I've just been keeping track of the rolls.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do that. I'm a terrible person. How many do you have right now as far as successes?
I do not know what the success was, but there was one time I rolled 4 dice. I got a 0, a 12, an 18, and 23. And one time I rolled 2 dice and got a nat 20 for 24. That one.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna kind of keep up with Rojan system kind of where go ahead and do 35, where you will need 35 successes. So anything above a 10 is considered a success.
Okay, so that 35 counter is from Rojan system, but he does D6s.
He does his a little
with
different, yeah.
them.
I'm doing D20s because it's adding to your skills and everything specifically.
Okay, and how many times am I rolling for this?
So it's once a day. So go ahead and roll just one
Roll
then
2.
if you're gonna dedicate the time.
Well, we're here for at least 2 days, right?
Yes, but let's just do 1 day for now because we're not even done with the first day yet on what the group wants to do. So let's just for now just say 1.
Well, that didn't work out.
Yeah, because
was
you're trying to do
great.
something specific, you have to have successes every time. So it's not like it's a lower number. It's like no, it has to be a success. So
In other words, I 4 success.
okay. You guys spend a lot of time on the ship, and even if you guys don't want to RP or do shit, I could just have you guys do rolls, and it goes by pretty quickly, and it's a roll a day. So if it takes, on average, you guys 2 to 3 weeks to get somewhere, it'll rack up fairly quickly. So
Yep, makes sense.
that's how I've been having you guys do stuff for your successes. It's kind of the amount of you do per day, depending on what you do specifically. So yeah, okay. So you're doing your workouts. You're a little out of it because a lot's been going on, so you're not 100% focused at the moment.
Yep.
But that's what you're doing for the day. What about Vera and Athelia? Shopping.
I know we had gone shopping. And if I recall, Vera drug us off to a cafe.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had, or Vera had said at least that we were gonna go shopping, and then once we started on our way, I believe she grabbed hold of Athelia and then dragged her off to a cafe in the Presidium Gardens, I think it was.
Yes,
Yes.
it was. Mm-hmm.
Somewhere very pretty and relatively calm.
have this music going that's like all intense. You guys talk. I'm gonna figure out what's a nice song. I still have yet to find like a nice song on here.
I still can't hear Sirenscape. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on
I got
here.
nothing too.
Do I need to restart it? You probably need to
Yes.
restart it.
I'm restarting it too, so give me a sec. Because
See, I can hear it just fine.
Yeah, I've been getting audio this entire time.
I think it's the two of us that came in late to the Sirenscape that are having trouble.
maybe,
Do it.
or it's because I set up my capture card again yesterday so I could play Smash Brothers. So
Oh.
that could be it. Let's see, let's click on the join link again. There we go.
I hear it. So yeah, for me it was the refresh.
Just gonna have to deal
Man-
with club music right now. Until
Man,
I
that is
figure out
like-
where it's, like some nice one.
That is like some intense shopping music.
Right?
Well, I'm
That's what
trying to
I'm
find
saying
some
now.
like nice, relaxing music because you guys are in the Presidium Gardens, and that's like a really pretty area. So I'm trying to find. I'm fiddling with it. So you guys do your thing.
Meditation?
I'll figure out what I need to freaking do. Yeah.
So I think there actually is a cafe type eatery in the Presidium Gardens, but I don't remember
There
the
is.
name of it.
I don't either,
So
but you are correct.
We're just gonna go there and pretend we know the name of it,
Totally know the name.
and just
Totally.
find a relatively secluded table, if possible, with a really nice view of the gardens themselves.
And that's not too hard to do. Since it's right along the edge of the gardens, you can easily find something on the patio or go out into the gardens if you guys wanted to. grab some food
Apollo's
out there.
Cafe is the name
Ah, thank you.
on the Presidium
Thank you.
Commons.
So yeah, so that is where you guys are right now as I try to search for proper music that's not depressing or intense.
And I
Or
will
Sirenscape can freeze.
order myself a dextro safe latte.
Okay. Of course. And it is the Citadel, so of course there's always options for every race.
And whatever Athelia wants, I will pay for.
I'll just pick up a latte as well. I mean, she's kind of curious what's happening here, so she's just following suit.
And I think a good while is going to go by without Vera saying anything. Just sitting there at the table, quietly looking out over the gardens and sipping at her latte. A good, 15 minutes.
Can I do an insight check to try to look at her? Is she being contemplative? Is she seem like she's working up to something? Just want to check her general vibe right now.
Seems reasonable.
I like this music. Alright,
Very Final Fantasy sounding.
I rolled low, so
Right?
20,
It's called
so
chill.
14.
Sorry, what was the roll?
14.
check.
I didn't roll very high.
I think that's probably still high enough to kind of read the expression on her face, because she's not trying to hide her expression or anything. And for the most part, her expressions are typically deadpan. But you can see the occasional squint and her eyes kind of move around across the gardens, like she's processing stuff right now. She's thinking hard about something. And after a good while, she will kind of set her cup down and lean back in her seat a little bit and look over at you. So, Athelia.
Yes.
Tell me about yourself. I'm curious. Where do you come from?
I was on the Sorry Home World for many years. Many, many years. I'd probably call that home.
Family?
Not really. My mother passed away when I was very young. And
Sorry
I was
to hear that.
kind of adopted by a matriarch there. So not really blood relation, but she took care of me like family does. And I didn't have any siblings, at least none that I'm aware of.
So, how do you go from being the daughter of a matriarch on the most prestigious homeworld in the galaxy to a shithole like Omega?
I mean, that's a fair question. I don't know how much you know about Asari, but we tend to, when we're younger, we tend to wander, explore. We're encouraged to do so. I was a bit of a late bloomer in that respect. Much to my grandmother's dismay, I did not leave home until, well, just before I ended up on Omega. I spent a lot of time exploring ruins on my homeworld, but after a while, with her encouragement, I left, and I was searching for someone who built weapons. It was a hobby of mine, and I figured I could learn from someone, and that's how I ended up on Omega. I was on the trail of someone, and I kind of gave up halfway through on Omega. It was not worth the trouble.
Well, if it's still a hobby of yours, it seems we have a very adept weapon craftsman on our crew.
We do. And maybe eventually I'll make it in there with him.
I think it's worth talking to him anyway. Just between you and I feel like he could do with a little bit more socialization than he gets.
The question is, would he allow it?
Probably not, but it doesn't hurt to try. Well, with him, it may actually hurt to try, but might be worth the risk.
Maybe.
So, I am curious, and feel free to just ignore my question if it's too personal, if I'm pushing a little bit too far. But I have been watching you a bit, and I've noticed your hesitation, let's say, when it comes to boarding the ship. What's the story?
Just did not have a good experience with one. So the first time I boarded a ship, I was leaving. Hang on, I gotta remember the name. Nevos.
I don't have my notes up for that.
I got it. I was leaving Nevos with my mother. We were headed back to Thessia, and the ship was attacked. Not a lot of survivors. In fact, I was the only one in the ship as it floated through space for a week and a half before one of the Justicars made it out there. There was a lot of... So I actually learned to use the communication systems. There was a lot of chatter over who actually was responsible for the airspace. A lot of red tape before they get a rescue team out there.
Well, I can understand that. I've had to deal with that sort of thing myself, though on the rescuer side of it, not the rescuee. I can only imagine that it was... what is that place that the humans reference? Hell. That it was hell for you to be floating there for so long.
From what I understand, that's about right.
Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Yes. It's one of the reasons I remain planet-bound for so long. Took a lot to board the next ship.
Well, I'm glad you've boarded ours. How are you dealing with that, by the way? Are you okay? With flying around in a ship such as ours?
Some days are better than others. Most of the days that I keep busy.
As long as you've got something to keep your mind occupied, I suppose that does help those sorts of things.
Yes, it does. But that was many years ago. You'd think it'd be easier to get over. 300 more years since it happened, but it tends to linger.
That is a very, very long time to someone like myself, but I think it's probably relative to lifespan, right? You live so much longer than
Yeah.
most other species that maybe that's not a lot of time to get over something.
Maybe.
And as you guys are chatting, an Asari waitress comes by, and she's just like, "Can I help you guys with anything? Do you need anything else to drink?"
I could go for another, please.
Same thing as before?
Yes.
All right. And you, dear?
Yeah, I'll take a refill as well.
All right, I'll be right back. She'll walk away and she'll take your empty cups back with her.
Have you ever been here before, Athelia?
I have not. Our trip here would be my first trip to the Citadel.
First to the Citadel?
I mean, I didn't really fly.
I suppose that makes sense. You should have said something. We could have gone on a tour. It's a gorgeous station.
I find it's a little unnerving, being able just to... in areas where you can just see straight out into space. It reminds me that I'm not actually on a planet.
That does take a little bit of getting used to, yes. Well, I hope you're enjoying your time here nonetheless. The gardens are really quite something else.
They are quite beautiful. See why you want to have a drink here before we went shopping.
Yes, I've been here only once before, and it was in a professional capacity, so I didn't have the opportunity. I just had to take a moment and take it all in. Do you see the water down there?
Yes.
I've heard that there's fish in that water.
Should we go down and check it out?
I don't think we're allowed.
Oh. So we can't stroll through the garden?
Not that area of it, anyway.
Well, shall we take a stroll in the area where we can?
I would like that.
And maybe you could tell me what you are contemplating for so long.
When I'm ready, perhaps. There's
Very well.
still a lot of mess to sort through, let's say. A lot of disbelief to sort through.
Well,
It's that moment the waitress comes back and she's got some refills for you guys, sets them on the table. Please enjoy. She walks off.
shall we go for that stroll then?
Yes.
Enjoy the sights.
Let's.
Surprised that they get all these plants to grow here.
I haven't the faintest idea how they do it.
Future shit.
Grow plants in space.
Space plants. All right, so you
Hydroponics.
guys
It's
want
all
to...
hydroponics.
Yeah.
Well
they're all
disguised.
fake. It's all plastic.
Ancient
It's all plastic.
hydroponic.
Sci-fi. Okay, so you guys
Space.
start space. So you guys have your to-go cups that they're in, and you guys are able to kind of walk around. Did you guys want to continue talking or just kind of take in the sights?
I mean, I as the player never want to stop talking, but
Yeah.
I don't think Vera is ready to say too much more yet. Everything is still relatively fresh.
Okay. Athelia, what about you?
She's only going to keep talking if she's prompted, unfortunately. Something she's not really used to talking about, so.
I imagine there's probably a lot of like small talk as we walk through the gardens and everything, but nothing too much deeper than that.
Okay, just a little bit of some casual talking and everything. So, so you guys kind of take a stroll with your drinks just around, and you see that there's a certain area where like fountains are going off, just kind of spraying in the air. They seem to kind of create certain patterns, almost like they're dancing, as they just kind of every once in a while just kind of spray out from the water below. When you guys stay in this area, there's still a lot of greenery. There's a lot of different trees and plants. There's a couple benches here and there for you guys to sit on if you want to. As you stay here, it almost feels like you're kind of secluded from the city. And then as soon as you turn around and you just see the whole row of metal of stores and machines and vehicles and everything, it's kind of weird. It almost takes you out of it. So you guys just kind of wander and stay in this area for a little bit as you guys enjoy and finish your drinks, making some small talk here and there. And then when you guys eventually kind of make your way around and you guys finish up, where would you like to go next?
We were going to go shopping. Did you still have something you need to pick up? I know there's some supplies I need.
Yes, I had a list when we first started making our way out, but it's been so long I seem to have forgotten everything that was on it. But I do need a couple new pieces of furniture for my room, so perhaps I can go requisition some of that.
Possibly a new helmet as well. Didn't yours crack?
One of them did. I go through a lot of helmets, it seems, for someone that really doesn't like wearing them.
We should probably have an extra on hand then, in case something happens to the current one.
I did order one a while ago, but I don't imagine it would be in stock yet.
Well, I need to restock the bar I was stock the bar I was building, and buy some general supplies for my room.
That's right, that's not finished yet.
Mel did fix the helmet, by the way, when she left it outside Vera's door. It was fixed.
Mel did fix that.
Well, there's the one cracked one that we
That one
saved as a
Vera did
souvenir.
not want fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is a memento at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, but she did fix the other one.
I will pick up another, like, regular baseline helmet, though, because Acelia needs a helmet because I have taken hers.
That's true.
Yeah. Does she actually breathe?
I'm gonna play it safe and get her a helmet just in case.
Okay, are you
We go see if Ep has one.
Oh god. What type of armor does she wear?
That is a question I should have the answer to.
Because that will determine the price.
She wears medium armor, I think that is.
Medium armor? And you're
I
just
think so.
giving her basic bitch armor?
Yeah, like she already has the armor and everything. She just needs the helmet because I
The helmet.
took hers.
Okay, so that's gonna cost you just 5,000 credits to get that helmet replaced for just stock
Not a
armor
problem.
for medium.
Okay. While I'm out, I would also like to buy a new TV because I broke mine, and maybe some like display shelves for my room.
Okay. How big of a TV you getting?
I mean, it's the future, so like giant TVs are dirt cheap, right?
They are, yeah, they're only 3,000.
I'll get one of those.
Okay. And the shelves are like literally nothing, so I'm just gonna charge you for the TV.
Perfect.
Unless you're getting something super fancy or like a full-blown display case. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna...
It's Vera. She goes for function over form.
Yeah, exactly. I asked because Dreskar got a fancy display case, so. Okay, and then Athelia, are you getting anything specific?
Yeah, I need to fully stock this bar.
Okay, are you just going for whatever tickles your fancy?
fully stocked bar.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
As much as I can fit in there, I should say.
I was gonna say, are you gonna carry all of it? Are you having?
That's what Vera's here for.
Not Ophelia. Vera, okay. And Vera, you've got decent strength, so yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got the little floaty push carts, right?
You'd have to go grab it. But yeah.
Just for the alcohol.
You can actually get it delivered to the ship too. So yeah, let's you know what, we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna give a little bit of some low end shit, some high end shit. Let me go ahead and write that.
You gotta have some low end shit for those really crappy days you just want the burn.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some high end,
Okay.
some Turian stuff, because what if Vera comes by and wants a drink?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so that is actually
I heard there's a special human stuff that they particularly like called Smirnoff.
what flavor?
All of them. Just kidding.
Oh god, one of each.
Are you
Oh,
gonna
no.
ice people?
Oh my god, ice Smirnoffs are so good. It's almost that time of year. Anyway, sidetrack.
Anyways.
She just
Okay,
comes
so-
back with like a
No,
36 case of White Claw as well.
You know what I
You basic bitch.
Nah,
know what I
you
mean,
start getting
though,
the
right?
I know what the
ciders.
ice is. Yeah.
No, where you hide it?
Yeah, I
and-
know that.
oh,
I was
okay.
there for the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know. Yeah. I know what you do with it. Yeah. And it's delicious, and that's how you get drunk fast. Anyway. So yeah, so Athelia, you got 18 different alcohols, or a few of the same. I'm gonna leave it up to your discretion because you can. I'm not gonna sit here and name off every single fucking alcohol. I'll let you decide that. But you got 18 bottles to at least stock up
18
on.
balls.
And
Awesome.
then for the price, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, that is gonna be about. Nope, let's do it again. Is that a one or okay, there we go. Okay, yep. So for that many bottles, I have to do math real quick. I'll go around.
While she's mathing, I just want to say props to Zoro for running this like campaign and doing all this math and money stuff because this is my nightmare. Like that's why when I run my Mass Effect little one shot, I'm like, money doesn't matter. We're not dealing with money.
Is that my Chimera Collective? We don't deal with money in there too?
I do not like dealing with money or shopping. This is
Every-
loves the
fact.
game, hates the economy.
Yeah,
Every economy in Kiara's games is just like the Star Trek economy. There's no need
Yep.
for money.
No need.
Yeah.
It stresses me out, and I just want to give you props for diving into something so complex as space money. So
A lot of it's on the fly too. I'm like, how much would this cost? There's no
Yep.
price for it. Fuck. How much would it cost?
You're doing amaze balls, so props to you.
Thanks. Because math. Can't do it. So yeah, so mixing in with some of the high-end stuff, again, I don't know how many, I'm just gonna kind of throw a number in there. It's gonna be roughly 6,500 credits for your all 18 bottles.
Alright, no problem.
And
'Cause
while we're
a lot of it's under 1,000. Like a lot of bottles are usually under 1,000.
out, I did remember a couple of things that were on the shopping list. Some
Sure.
healthier food options for the kitchen.
Okay. Was hoping you'd
Mac
forget
and cheese
about
is
that.
fine.
Mercy was hoping you'd
And-
forget about that.
Nope.
One beer, please.
You're gonna eat vegetables, kid. It's good for you.
Hot dog is a vegetable.
Nope.
It probably has vegetables
No.
in there somewhere.
I don't think it does.
Look, who's the chef
Processed
here?
meat doesn't have it? Processed meat doesn't have any? What?
Processed meat barely has meat.
You're not wrong.
And restock my food for the doggos and get them some toys at the same time.
Yeah, I ran out of food.
Okay, are you restocking the entire kitchen or just getting a handful of things?
Just getting a handful of things. The kitchen is very much Broncus's domain, but
Okay.
as much as we would all love to, we can't just have mac and cheese every day.
Damn it.
He makes healthy options. It's just all of you space trash mammals just go right for the mac and cheese. He can't help that.
He's got a point. He's got a point. He does say he makes other things. He just says he also adds the mac and cheese. You
Okay,
guys
well,
we all eat the
stick
mac
with
and cheese.
I'm making sure that the healthy options are fully stocked.
Okay. Okay. So with those and the doggy toys, it's probably going to cost you a good 700 credits.
Okay.
I also need to pick up glassware for my bar.
We're getting deep in this. All right.
I need some sort of like ice chest type thing that stays cold for all the ice.
Give us a per glass cost so we can compare to other
She wants
suppliers.
And I want all
a
the kinds of
crystal
glasses.
decanter and
I
And
need
what's
the
the
copper.
price difference on an ice machine versus a clear ice machine?
Mm-hmm.
dude, Zoro, just
You know
give
what?
her like
You know, I
it's
didn't
a
know
general
that the
one.
glasses came for free with the alcohol for bulk buying.
I
Done.
didn't know that the Citadel has a Bed Bath and Beyond.
I mean,
Of course
yes.
it does. Yeah, it does. It has a world market too.
Okay, but
So
that's
just-
the mistake. You don't go to a retailer store, you go to
No.
a restaurant supply store.
Yes.
This is true. We have a lot of them up here.
You are
Just out
right.
of curiosity, just for fun, are you buying like a small little thing for your ice? Are you buying like a full blown like ice maker holder, like mini fridge sort of situation?
The second one, so I can slide it under the bar on the backside.
Okay, so with that and the glasses, it's gonna cost you about 1,000
Okay. I just want to be stocked.
because you're getting a full blown maker. So yeah. Does anyone need any umbrellas? Does anyone need some limes?
Wait
Some
till
stir
Mel
sticks?
goes to
Coasters.
Space Michael's
Yes.
craft store.
Space Michaels.
Space Michaels and get some coasters, some placemats. Oh my god.
I mean,
I'm gonna.
Space Michael's Space Radio Shack
I need
for like
the
all the
tiny
engineering
little
stuff.
Space Hobby Lobby.
napkins.
Do you have the
Oh my
scissors that
God.
have the little swirlies? Like I need
God. the construction paper styled scissors.
Yeah,
Oh my
I need
god.
punch outs and I need.
I'd believe it. I'd believe it. Okay.
Is there a space teacher supply store?
Staples, space staples.
I need the
Oh,
tiny
God.
bar-sized napkins.
You guys are ridiculous.
The little cocktail napkins?
Yeah.
Because why not? Why not?
I feel bad for people that are like tuning in. They're like, "Oh yeah, Mass Effect D&D. This is gonna be some high voltage space drama." Like, ugh.
The
Okay,
fuck is
so I want
Space
some bar
Michaels?
glasses and.
Space drama coming soon. Just please stand by.
That's what the alcohol's
Yeah.
for. Come on.
You guys
Like
have had
the-
a lot of action and drama lately. This is a nice lull for you guys. You a lot of shit you guys have been doing lately. So, because you went straight from blast gassing like a whole fucking planet, then helping a Turian spy, and now you're like dealing with drama of betrayal. So a lot has happened.
But now
So,
we're stuck in
yes.
the bar because we have to deal with that
Space
shit.
coasters. Yeah. Anything else you guys would like to do in the meantime, while your friend is going, undergoing surgery and everyone else is busting their ass training and
They
repairing?
need drinks for after they're done, right? All fine.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Oh, I do want to say that I envision Mercy riding around on Sparky, like, because we're like keeping
Okay.
an eye on her while we're fixing the ship, and she's just kind of like riding Sparky in a circle around the ship as it's getting repaired.
Very easy to do. Yeah, she'll even try to play with it, and it isn't quite programmed for puppy playtime, so it just kind of like looks at her, wags its tail, and then
He has like 3 moves that she's programmed so far, so he just keeps redoing those same ones, but like out of order because he hasn't quite gotten the triggers right yet. So he
Yep.
sits when she says stand and rolls over when she says beg. Like it's a work in progress.
You're like, your dog's broken.
Keep working on him. Just you got to work with him, help him learn.
Okay, I'll do my best, but it's It's doing the same thing. I think it's broken.
All right. Well, why don't you just ride him around in a circle like a horsey then? He likes
Okay. Battle
Yeah.
Baron, let's go.
that.
Okay, so at this point, you guys, that took you about half a day. That wouldn't take you the whole day, but you guys do make it back to the ship. Mel and Jamar are still, they're almost done with the ship at this point. They've got just maybe a couple more hours and they're pretty much done. So you guys are able to go inside, you restock your bar, you're able to install your TV, with probably Acilia's help because it's heavy as shit. You need 2 people. Let's be honest, you need 2 people. And so as the hours go by, Brockus, you wake up in the med bay and you notice that as of right now, you have what looks like a singular patch that's kind of on against your skin right now. Most of your armor is off at the moment since they needed to remove it anyway to get to your side. You feel groggy. You're aware, but you're dizzy. You're out of it, and you're thinking it's because of some painkillers that are kicking in your system. And because you're built like a fucking Elcor, they had to put quite a few elephant tranks into you. So you're pretty chill and out of it right now, but you're not like sedated or anything. You're just painkillers, and they're working.
Painkillers.
Yep. As you wake up.
Flintstones chewable morphine.
Yeah, pretty much. And so as you wake up, you notice that there are a couple of Solarians in the room, and they're just kind of working on, one of them is working on a computer console, and the other one is writing some stuff down on a data pad. And they're the one that actually notices you kind of stir and wake up. They're like, oh, hello. How are you feeling?
I don't feel anything.
Good. Drugs
Probably
are
the
working.
drugs, yeah.
Can't have you moving after surgery.
Why?
You had surgery. Not ready
You're gonna have to be a little more specific there, Doc. Normally, I just cauterize these things and wash it off with some Rinsolol.
Ah,
And
yes,
I'm
but
up and
intensive
about.
nerve damage. Lots of work done on you. Can't move just yet. Must stay still.
How still are we talking?
Don't move. You can move your head. Only head. Maybe feet.
And what happens if I move?
You could cause more damage. Undo what we have repaired.
Kind of like looks down at the patch. Looks like you just put a bandage over.
Yes.
You did fix
already
me, right?
stitched you up. Yes, we did. Stitched you up. Lots of lasers. Don't need much. Now you
How
just rest.
soon until I'm out?
5 days.
I'm sorry.
5 days.
So I'm supposed to sit here doing nothing for 5 days.
At least heavily medicated for 2 to 3 of those days, yes. Depending on your progress. If you are quick, then yes, maybe even sooner.
Is there any way I can at least make it back to my
No, you must stay here. We must observe. We must watch. Make sure everything is okay.
Give me a second.
Of course, you have
Do
several.
I? Of course I do. Do I have the Omni tool on me
Of course.
still? He's gonna ring up Mel.
Get the mic ready.
Trying to answer the phone. Fumbling with the wrenches as she puts them away.
It's like, oh,
The
shit.
button.
Yeah.
Bella's like in some weird looking harness, like hanging off of the side of the ship, and she's got like a blowtorch kind of thing in her, and she's got these big goggles that are like painted camo, but except for like on the screen, and it's like this like kind of purple hued goggle, shimmery. She's a Rockus, how you doing? Surgery go well?
Apparently, I'm still alive. Look, Doc, I need you down here to talk. Don't take this the wrong way, but I need you to talk nerd to them because I'm not understanding why they're telling me I have to be here for 5 days.
Oh, yeah, there's, you gotta recover. Your muscles are all sore from what they've done down there, and if you move around too much, you'll undo the surgery that they did with the lasers. I'm sure they explained that, right?
Look, I'm all fine for rest and relaxation, but
You want to be back home?
yeah, not in a chop shop here.
Yeah, I can probably arrange that they release you to me. See what I can do. I'm in the middle of something, so hang tight for a few hours, and I'll see what I can do.
That's all right. If I wanted to move, I don't think I could. They've got me hopped up on a lot of stuff right now.
Let's relax and rest then, but we could probably arrange it so that you can recover at home. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
That'd be appreciated.
No problem. Rest up. We'll see you soon.
I'm
Where's
just
that,
gonna-
Daddy?
Oh, wait. Mercy wants to. I release a thing on the harness, so I go.
And she's far away from where it actually is. She just heard your voice.
Lowering down to the bottom, Mercy comes up on Sparky.
Daddy, you awake?
I show this
If you
thing.
want to call it that,
Yeah.
they've got me very heavily medicated.
Are you loopy?
Very.
Cool. Did they take your spleen out?
Kind of looks over at the doctor. You didn't take anything out, did you?
No, just damaged tissue. Maybe some muscle. Replacement.
Nope, spleen's still intact.
Aww. Little bit of cool new scar.
Kid, I think this is going to be a pretty gnarly scar as it is. I don't need any of my organs removed for it.
That's true. Can we come see you then?
Think so.
Soon. Yep.
Yep,
Mercy,
soon.
just give me
Mel's
some time
gotta-
to finish up.
Yep, Mel's got to
Okay.
finish her work, and then you guys can come down.
Your dad needs
Okay.
a little rest anyway before he can even move. So, but we'll get him home soon.
Okay. As long as we can see you and make sure everything's okay.
We'll visit for sure.
Okay, good. Sit tight, Daddy. We'll be there.
I'll try, but I'm going to get bored. You know what happens when I get bored.
Maybe read. No, not read. Maybe they have TV.
Just ask for an extra pill or something, some extra painkiller, and you'll just have some weird drains.
Knock him the fuck out.
The time will go by fast.
I don't like medication as it is, Mel.
Fair. That's fair.
But it helps tummy aches.
Oh, the nurse is hot. It's always something to look at.
They're all Solarian.
One of the Solarians is like slow turning, looking at you like, what the fuck does that mean? Doesn't say anything, but gives you a look like.
Mel just shrugs like, so.
that subtle eye narrowing that Solarians do.
Yeah.
Look, he doesn't want to just flat
Yeah.
out say, look, I would break you. That's just kind of rude.
All right, well, rest up. We'll see you as soon as we can, okay?
I'll
Okay.
try.
Say bye, Mercy.
Bye, Daddy. We'll see you soon. Say hi to the nurses and watch TV.
Okay, click. And why don't you go see? I think I saw Vera and Athelia walk in. Why don't you go see what they're up to?
Okay, they had a lot of bags. I'm excited to see what they got.
And tell them that Jamal and I need food and coffee. Start.
Food and oh, that goes. Yeah, okay.
Or
Okay.
stims. I'll take stims and anything real. Just get. Yeah, you know what to do, Mercy. I trust you.
Okay. I'll be back.
All right. And I hit the button and I go back up.
She goes, yeah, Sparky, yeah. Battle seed! Faster! Alright,
doesn't. He has
I'll be
one
there
seed.
soon. Yeah, I'll be there soon.
Dunk, dunk.
Just,
But he does listen to her direction and will she can guide him.
just moseying along until she eventually gets inside and she meets up with you two, kind of unloading some of the groceries and everything right now. She's like, "Hey guys, what'd you get?"
Looks like a lot of vegetables.
Okay, what else?
Well, vegetables are exciting. We restocked all of the healthier options in the kitchen.
Did you at least buy bread?
Yes, it's whole grain bread.
Why?
Yo, don't knock whole grain bread. Whole grain bread is great.
I'm thinking from a little kid standpoint. Give me the white or nothing. I'll take the Hawaiian roll, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Okay, well, did you get carrots at least?
Those are the orange ones, right?
Yes.
Yes,
a lot
we
of
got some
green.
of those.
Hey,
We
didn't
got
You know what
some
carrots look like?
oranges, we got some greens, and some purples.
Did you get ranch for them?
Get what?
Ranch. You
See,
know, to
she's
dip
asking the
them
right
in.
questions.
I don't. What's a ranch?
I'm not
Ranch
sure.
is
I
a
haven't heard
dipping
of this.
sauce. It's a dressing. It's what you dip it in. Okay, what about melted cheese? Something to dip it in.
Why you dip your vegetables?
Why'd you go shopping if you didn't get the extra stuff?
Mercy, are you dipping your vegetables in cheese?
Sometimes it's better with the broccoli. Peanut butter. Did you get peanut butter?
That
Did you just get vegetables?
Mostly.
mostly, yes. Only because we know that your dad likes to restock the kitchen himself, typically, and I know what kind of influence you have over him. So we wanted to ensure that the healthy stuff got restocked.
But he likes ranch too.
Look, think of it this way. It's not so much for you as it is I don't need to gain 10 pounds every time we fly somewhere.
But you look skinny and pretty. Are you
Oh, thank you.
fat?
No? I said I'm fat. It's fine.
Well, you're not, and I'm not fat. Therefore, it's totally fine. We get ranch.
And we're trying to keep it that way.
So ranch.
Your
Yes?
your dad can restock the ranch.
Okay. Do you know what
When
peanut
he's
butter
walking
is?
again.
I know what peanuts are.
Okay. Do you know what butter is?
I think so.
Okay, it's like that, but with peanuts. It's like a schmear.
Why would you put peanuts in your butter?
Doesn't sound
I
very good.
don't know. It just tastes good.
I don't think I can eat that. Like, biologically, I think it might kill me. So I'll
Well-
just take your word for it.
Maybe we get the smooth instead of the crunchy. The crunchy's pretty good.
I
Oh.
appreciate where your head's at, Mercy. I don't
Mhm.
think it would make too much of a difference for me specifically.
Why?
Our bodies are very different, and they don't process foods in quite the same way.
Have you tried peanut butter?
I haven't.
Well, then how do you know?
Because the building blocks of the molecular structure of peanut butter is what's going to kill me.
What do blocks have to do with anything? I don't play with blocks anymore. Crates, maybe, but not blocks.
Basically,
That
Vera
shit sailed
can't
way
eat.
long ago.
Vera can't eat any protein. Right, it's protein.
Anything with
And sugar.
amino acids. So pretty much everything.
Pretty
Protein and
much
sugar.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, then why live?
That's why
That's
your dad
so
always cooks
sad.
special food for her so that she doesn't get sick.
That
yes.
just makes me sad. This is bacon situation all
And-
over
and-
again.
Look, it's like
Anytime I ask for something dextro safe, it's because Turians and Quarians can only process foods that have dextro amino acids, which is not the foods that the rest of every race in the galaxy eats.
What does fast food have to do with anything?
basically she has to eat special food. Some of it's similar to ours, and some of it's not. So I don't know.
She
They
said-
might have a dextro-safe version of peanut butter.
She said dextro.
Yep.
Dex means quick, so why fast food?
Yeah, we'll talk about this again when you're a
Um,
little older.
Because
Yeah,
my
you know-
sisters always tell me I have to work on my dex, so I'm faster and quicker. So
This is
there's
a
quick
different type
food?
of dex.
I mean, there
doesn't
is
make sense.
quick food technically, but
See? Then eat the quick food. If you want some fast food, we get the fast food.
It's easier. She can't have protein and she can't have sugar. So no cookies.
So get the apples that come with the meal.
Yes, that's what she eats.
sure,
Apples have sugar in them.
sure, yeah, let's go with that.
Oh, before I forget, I actually don't know if Jamara wants this, but I do know that Mel said that they're hungry. So if you don't mind making them some food and coffee.
Do you know how to work the coffee maker?
Oh dear God.
I'm going to leave that in your capable hands, Athelia. I actually just remembered I have one more errand to run.
Insight check.
Good
Yeah.
luck. And she leaves.
Come on, I rolled well. That's a 24.
Brockus is gonna
Yay.
come. Brockus is gonna come back, and the kitchen is just gonna be destroyed.
So with that insight check, she totally was just using that as an excuse to leave, but she also does genuinely have one more errand to run.
You get the
So
side
then-
eye.
so- Yeah, the bullshit meter's going off, but at the same time, it's like, all right, she's got something, but damn it, bitch, why leave now?
Yeah. So Hamar turns the coffee maker, and here's the deal: if I can't figure out how to work it, I'm more take it apart so I can figure out how to work it and then put it back together. Good luck.
Oh no.
So what I need to roll is figure out if I know how to work this thing.
Give me an intelligence check.
We'll use a
For
fox dice.
some reason, I see the coffee maker on the ship as like a very like expensive like space age French press.
I was gonna say, it's like an espresso machine.
Yeah, it's like a French press combined with an espresso machine.
I mean, anything's possible. You got a 10.
Neither of which
got
are
that.
hard to take apart.
Okay. We're gonna come back to that. Mel, Jamar, you're still
Walls
at
are
it.
just covered with coffee.
Love
You
it.
guys are
my
still working at the
coffee.
ship technically at this point. So we're gonna quickly just bounce back to Vera. What are you grabbing in such a hurry?
Yeah, Vera.
I am going to go to somewhere that I can book passage on a ship. I assume there are like charter and escort services and stuff available on the Citadel, so where you can buy a ticket to a location, essentially a space bus.
Yes. Are you going to a different part of the Citadel, or are you going to a specific planet?
I am booking a ticket to go to a specific planet in the future.
Okay. It is not too terribly hard to find. There are some space docks, some areas where, from what I remember from the games, it basically looks like an airport. Where you are able to find some places where, because of course people come and go. Not everyone has a ship, so of course they've got shuttles and some passenger ships that people can go on, luxury or otherwise. So you go to the front and, excuse me, you see a human woman kind of working one of the front desk areas, and they're like, "How can I help you?"
Hi, I would like to purchase a ticket, I suppose, for passage to
Okay.
Palavin, Cyprotine, to be precise.
All right. And is this a one-way or a two-way?
One way for one person, and then return for two.
Okay. She starts typing in a little bit. And when would you like to depart?
What did we say? Like a month or so from now?
You guys said roughly a month.
Yeah. So approximately a month from now. Just pretend I give you a specific date because I know what date it is right now.
Sure, of course. Yeah, no, it's yes, yeah, she types it in. Specific date. Yeah, no, it's Thursday. All right. She's like, all right. And what names did you want the passengers to be?
The ticket 2 will be for myself, Vera. Do you need a last name as well?
I do, yes.
It'll be Vera Kyrian.
Kyrian. Okay, and the other tickets?
And the return will be for myself and Niren Kyrian.
Kyrian. Alrighty. And just out of curiosity, how long will they be staying here?
You know, we hadn't really gotten that far. Let's say a few days.
A few days? Okay. As long as you have it within 48 hours, you can change this ticket with no additional fee.
Wonderful.
I'm getting too fucking real with this shit. All right. So just go ahead and...
This is what happens
Adult
when we ask for an
man.
ice maker and glasses.
Adult. Yeah, seriously, adulting. All right. Goes ahead. And she goes ahead and she sends you 2 tickets through your Omni tool. No one does paper, let's be honest. To send you basically and it's just a sync up. It's not like it's, you know, now where it's an email. It's just like, oh, I see, okay, link it up, blah blah. There you go. And sends them to you. She's like, is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's everything. Thank you.
You have a wonderful rest of your day.
You as well. I will go back to the ship.
Okay. I forgot to charge you.
I wasn't gonna remind you.
I just now remembered. So yeah, so it is. Oh god, that was pretty damn far.
It's only one jump away.
Is it
It's
only
it's in the Apian Crest.
That is actually funny because I was actually going to look. Oh, it's only the Apian Crest?
Yep.
I thought you guys were like way the fuck out in like.
Palaven is in the trivia system.
Oh.
So assuming that its passage from Citadel space to Palaven and back, it's only like it's a straight shot there and back both ways.
Palaven was like all the way the frick over by like the terminus system sort of area.
Nope. It's in inner council space.
Well, alrighty then. I see it right there. There's the icon. I looked on the wrong side. Got it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, because it's a very short jump, it is going to cost you a total for the one of the 2-way. It is going to be 3,000 total. 2,000 for the 2-way and then 1,000 for the 1-way.
Perfect.
This is a very short trip. I don't know why I thought it was on the other side of space. I might be thinking of another planet. In fact, it might be Thessia.
Thessia?
That I was probably thinking of. Yeah.
It's
That might have
Thessia.
been Thessia.
Isn't Thessia in the Athena Nebula?
I don't have this shit memorized. I don't know.
It is, yes.
God damn it! What was I thinking of? You know what?
I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. No one's going there anyway right now.
You might be
It's fine.
thinking of Omega.
I mean, that's obviously.
It's a
fair.
possibility. It's very much a possibility. So yeah. Okay. So you head back. You walk in and you notice that Athelia is filling up some coffee mugs in some tumbler to go mugs. There is a bit of a mess. It's not splattered everywhere, but there is quite a bit of a mess on the counter. And the smell is a little different than what you're used to smelling when Brockus makes coffee.
Question is, did the machine work?
Technically, yes.
Okay, so it doesn't need disassembly yet.
There was some trial and error. It worked. You got liquid out of it.
If there was trial and error, it would have been try once, disassemble, reassemble, try again.
As long as
Yeah,
all
there
the
was
seals are
some-
fine on an espresso machine, nothing can go wrong. However.
So yeah, so you see this mess with her doing some putting in some drinks, whatever. You can tell from how she's pouring it that the liquid looks a bit thicker than what you remember seeing.
I hope you guys like chewing your coffee. Get it all figured out, Athelia.
So, I'm gonna go find Mel.
I'm gonna watch.
Why?
Just curiosity. Professional curiosity, let's say.
I'm now going to remember Vera ditching me. I'm gonna look around to see what she bought.
She doesn't have anything in her hands.
And what did you have to rush out of here so quickly for?
Oh, it was just a small errand that it's don't worry about it.
And what did you have to do that ditched me with the coffee maker?
Well, priority one was ditching you with the coffee maker.
Well, I mean, I did have to take it apart a little bit to get it to work, but it should be fine.
I wouldn't say that around Brockus if I were you.
I wasn't planning on it. I mean, as far as Brockus knows, I didn't touch the thing. I'm gonna go find Mel.
Wait.
And while you were dealing with the coffee maker, because she has to live by herself a lot of times when Brockus goes out and does when she's stuck on the ship, basically, she knows how to make certain meals. So because she didn't really ask, she went ahead and made sandwiches for both Mel and Jamar, and it is like loaded up. There's like lettuce, tomato, a bunch of different meats, mustard, mayo, a little bit of salt and peppers. Like she's had to learn to live off of more than just mac and cheese, because even for kids that shit gets old after a while. So so she knows how to make sandwiches. Yeah, she knows how to make sandwiches. It's not like professionally done, but it's stacked and it's looking pretty good. It's looking tasty.
I'll take that with me so she can go back to playing.
Okay. She's on the dog. Just like, yeah!
There's no need for you to play delivery. I'll take these with me and I'll let them know you made them. These look delicious. Oh gosh, now I'm feeling hungry.
You touch my sandwich. Don't you do it. You already ruined my coffee. Don't you touch my sandwich.
So the real question is, what was Athelia's ratio of coffee to water?
Yes.
Was
So
there even
1 to
water
1.
added?
She didn't add water.
You didn't add water?
She reassembled some stuff that may
Oh my
have been
God.
some backlog, some. So
The wine doesn't work right now.
let's just say that there are certain coffee machines where there's usually a backlog of filtered water, or where the dirty water is filtered into, that is kind of stored, that you're supposed to dump. That
Why?
may have
Remnants
been
of coffees
put-
past.
Why?
Exactly.
I mean, it's a water, right?
Why?
Water. It's all water.
So that's why it's wet, but not liquid.
Yeah.
So as you
I'm,
go
I'm a
ahead
little
and take a
concerned that the coffee specifically described as wet.
But not liquid.
But not liquid. So when you go to
Here's
take a
your
drink,
coffee.
Mushy
It's
brown.
wet.
so she put it in little to-go cups. So when you go to drink it, both of you kind of like are like, and nothing really is coming out fast enough.
Then
until
I'm
you
gonna
pop the
open
top.
it and look inside.
I was gonna do the
And you-
same thing. Look inside the container.
And I
You
just share a
see
look with Jamar.
brown. It's
Athelia, did you
Yes.
try to make a cake in this mug?
No, but it didn't quite work right the last time, so I had to reroute a few things, and I mean, it got to work.
You disassembled the coffee maker.
It wasn't working. It was broken, obviously. It needed to be repaired.
Mel.
I think.
And Mercy made you these sandwiches. She goes
least-
backing away slowly.
The sandwiches
I
look
helped.
delicious, at least.
Mercy. Never
Yeah.
let her near the coffee maker. Ever
Never.
again.
She's never allowed to touch it.
Ever.
She shouldn't even look at it.
Oh, is it bad?
I think you.
I have seen
done a lot better
cakes.
job.
With more consistency.
Yep.
Look,
Okay.
I've never used one of these machines before.
That's fair.
It is supposed
all you
to
had to
be
do was
colored water,
yes.
Athelia.
All you had
Not
to do was pour water and hit a button. I really didn't think, but it's
not a
Should
damp
probably
paste.
learn. I should probably
Not
learn
a
how to
damp
do it.
paste.
I mean, it's
Why?
wet.
Mercy,
Athelia-
go dump this on a plant somewhere.
Yep. I
Okay.
appreciate the effort. Thank you for trying. I will fix what you did later.
Yeah, 'cause
Um,
Mercy can't fix that shit. She could try.
We're
Might do
almost
more
done
damage.
here, I think, right, Jamar?
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah.
What about water or chocolate milk?
We've got water. I just wanted to pick me up, but
Okay.
it's fine. We're gonna be making a trip to see Brockett soon, so
Okay.
if anyone wants to come with, let me know.
Of course, I'll let Vera know and see if she wants to come along too.
I haven't seen
still
Dress Car
Dresscar?
anywhere today either. No. You
Neither
know
have
him.
we.
Yeah.
He's been getting all sweaty working out in the training room.
Huh.
Okay.
I'll
That's
stop
fair.
by and let him know too while you finish up.
Yep. We're finishing up. You! Is that a flask? I bet
Just-
that
it's
looks
a
like a flask.
Fucking flip torch. I don't know what you want from me, woman.
You have
like,
a flask, share.
And swings over to look.
And you see the torch. Sam like, what?
All right. Just
Job.
so you know.
How do you know?
Little does she know she's right this entire time because they've got it's like they're all engineers, so they're hidden flasks is like the bottom of the tools and everything.
Yep.
Is that a removable battery?
She tops off they take off the knob, whatever, at the top for the torch, and they're just like, "Ugh." Put it back on.
Knew it.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a break. As you guys kind of finish up, as well as gather each other up, and we're gonna make the trip out to go see Brockus. So don't go anywhere, guys. We will be right back.
With at that point either.
Depends on the type of bard. Some of
And
them can be
we
pretty
are
scary.
back.
Hi.
Hello.
Bards are scary. They want to sleep with everything. Prove me wrong.
Did I say you're wrong?
Just saying.
I did prove you wrong. When I played Zoo, he was a bard.
Oh,
He didn't
poor-
want to sleep with anything.
No,
Poor
he just
Zoo.
started his own cult.
He did do that.
He did. I forgot he was a bard. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was College of Swords, I think.
Man.
He was a nightmare in the water, though, because he had a swim speed and everything.
so long ago when we had a pirate campaign. Anyway, yes. So anyway, we are back. And we left off with Mel and Jamar able to finish up with their repairs. Everything looks really good, looks really smooth. Coffee situation, not so much, but you know, they pulled through in the end. And who all wants to go see Brockus? Aside from
Yep.
Mercy and Mel.
Yes, please.
We'll definitely do that.
I'll go as well.
Wait, are they intending to bring Baracus back?
That is the negotiation at hand.
Yeah, that's up to Mel. We're just all there to watch.
Mm-hmm. Come on, it'll be fun. Just come with us, Jamar.
Nice friends.
Do you have an idea to make that easier?
No, but someone should stay back and clean up the disaster.
Oh, he won't even be in the kitchen at all. We're gonna send him straight to his room.
He'll know. He'll know. He'll come through the door and he'll know.
It'll be fine. Brockus, the dad of the group, already knows.
Now you're
Little
gonna
did you guys
win.
know, he already knows. He's in the hospital bed and he already knows.
I'll fix it before I go to bed tonight. Or you will. One of us will get to it anyway.
I mean,
Okay.
short of me trying to go into the minds of all these doctors and convince them otherwise, which I'd really rather not do, you're gonna have to convince them the old-fashioned
Guns.
way. Words,
Yeah, Mel,
thank you very
threaten
much,
them with a
Brockus.
gun. Threaten them with a gun and see how that goes.
I mean, if you'd like me to talk to them, I can try to, but I don't know the medical jargon like you do.
Oh, well, let me try first. They're not his prisoners keepers, and we've got a little clout with the Spectre, so we can. My plan is to basically say that for security reasons, we'd rather him be in a more secure facility, which is my own med bay, and that I've got all the necessary equipment to help him with his recovery. So, which is all basically the truth. So,
And then I'd probably throw in there that if there's any medications they specifically want him on, to verify that with you, and you'll pick it up if you need to.
Yeah.
I'm sure with you have a medical license, right? You can get that.
I mean,
We'll
I
figure
don't
that
know
out.
if it's. I've got a human medical clearance through the Alliance, but I don't know if it's necessarily Citadel quality or whatnot. I don't know the. Let's just say I haven't exactly tried to practice legal medicine in the on anything but an Alliance-based
We should probably work on that.
situation besides
That's
our
promising.
own ship. So.
I'm not a real
Look-
doctor.
You don't have to give them the specifics. You just have to state that you have a license and let them assume whatever they need to assume from that.
It's true. Yeah, yeah. I like the way
And you
things
should-
work, so when I finished my engineering degree, I decided to discover what, squishy bit machinery was. So, got that dual degrees.
The direction that could go is very interesting. But that being said,
Oh, I have a designs. Let me show you my designs for some interesting cybernetics since... Anyway, all right, let's go.
Spoiler alert: the DM doesn't know medical jargon either. So
That's
But
why
I
we
can
just
try
say
to BS
medical
it.
jargon.
Yep,
Insert
nerd.
medical jargon here.
I'm surprised I learned nerve damage. So we're going to. I actually did research that. To prep for that. So you guys make your way over to the C-Sec Spectre area, where the medical center is, which is basically a mini hospital. And you guys find out pretty quick where he was moved to, which room he is located in. He is allowed visitors, and they're pretty spacious rooms. He has his own room because he's a Krogan, so lots of room for you guys. Now, if you were a bunch of Krogans, probably not, but you guys are good. So you guys are able to walk in, all of you, if you so wish.
We have Mercy with us too.
Yeah,
Is he still all
She has-
loopy from drugs?
He is, yes.
Rockus! How you doing? How you feeling?
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, kid. I don't know how I'm feeling. I don't feel anything right now.
Good. That's the right answer.
No, it's not good. I don't like feeling like this.
It'll pass.
You have to get
It's for the
better,
best.
Daddy. Do you
And
feel it when I
no,
do this?
And she starts poking at like your arm, and one of the Solarians are just like, no, please stop, please stop. Just, I don't know what you're doing, child. Please stop.
Oh,
I
she's
can't-
crying.
It
Calm
feels
your
it.
tits.
I feel something, but not everything.
Okay. He's fine. He's not paralyzed. It's fine.
Mel will just saunter over to that Solarian and be like, all right, show me the paperwork to get him out of here. He's going to my med bay. I'll watch
Are
over his
you a medical
recovery.
officer?
Yep.
Can I see your papers, please?
I left him on the ship. I've got a med bay and everything. We're with we're part of that special group from Spectre Arissa. So he needs to be
Yes.
under our security, and your facility is great, but we would feel more comfortable in our own. So I'll take care of him in our med bay.
I would be more inclined to do so first thing tomorrow if, one, you have the appropriate medical equipment to assist him, as well as your paperwork. I can
We
wait
have
if
a-
you like.
We have a top of the line medical facility. It's all freshly built.
Mhm. Yep.
Recently built. A few days
Medical
And that is no
jargon.
problem.
ago.
Medical jargon.
That is
Medical
fine. We
jargon.
can definitely check it
Oh,
out.
we also just recently installed medical jargon.
And look, if you're really that
Top
concerned, you
quality
can come
medical
by and
jargon.
check in him about once a day.
Nothing
can't
but the
permit that.
best. Roll me a persuasion for medical jargon.
Did she get advantage? Because I was saying they can come by and check on him if they really were concerned. Damn it.
Nope.
Mel is human. They don't trust her.
What's
Did
that
not
number,
roll
buddy?
well. What is my persuasion? Probably not that best. Yeah, that's gonna be a 6. So
6. Okay. Like, well, we would have to check your paperwork and investigate your lab just in case to have the proper medical equipment. He is fine for the most part, but we would need to see that paperwork to make sure you are qualified.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I pull up my alliance-based medical license.
Okay. Is it expired?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna do that to you. That's just
If you
mean.
want me to roll
No.
a percent, I'll die.
No, so it's fine.
That
I'm
is
not
a
that bad.
very high possibility. I don't know.
When's the last time you did medical practice? 3 days ago.
It's probably been like since I was on an alliance vessel. Like
Okay.
it's probably been like 3 years. So
Okay.
it
How
could
long
be-
does a
I
license
don't know
last?
how often space licenses.
I'm not bad. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, it's like CPR. You have to update it every 2 years. It's like, no, I'm not that mean. So yeah, so you pull it up, and you see them kind of cross-referencing some things. And you see they're not even hiding it, so you can see that they're pulling up a lot of things that have to do with Alliance, because don't know too much about you guys, so kind of cross-checking and all that stuff. And like, it does say you're qualified, not the highest mark, but qualified. We would need to see your medbay, please.
Yeah. Here's some scans.
We would need to physically see them.
Oh come on. No one's getting on my ship. It's a security protocol thing. Sorry.
Then he stays
I-
here.
Is she saying this out loud, like
Yeah.
not in whisper tone?
I
yeah.
would imagine so.
What do you mean your ship?
That's what gets him. Not because they won't let him leave. It's because it's his ship.
How about Mel
That's where
that
the
they
line is crossed.
Aw, ship.
Thank you.
Mel, how about
Yep.
they escort Brockus to the ship? They can check it out there and then leave him. Was making it one transaction.
Mel grumbles in British.
I'm just Pat,
Grumbles
and
and
I'm already
British.
like talking to the Solarian, being like, "So how soon can you have him packed up and ready to transport? Because you can check out the facility when you transport him."
I
We
could
would need to check out
walk.
the
I'm
facility
not.
First. You are not walking. You cannot walk. You cannot move. We won't allow
we
you to
got-
move.
Look,
We've got a
he's
bot
very
back
stubborn.
there
He's
that
not
can
gonna
do
let
a
us leave
video-
without him.
Sorry, go ahead. What'd you say?
Okay. I was gonna say, he's not gonna stay here for much longer. He's very stubborn.
Yeah.
Unless you want to deal with a Krogan who refuses to stay in bed.
Oh, this is
We
not
can-
new to us at all. We have the proper things to keep him sedated.
I have an inventory list and we've got video surveillance. Like, seriously?
I am not questioning your security. It's the medical equipment to properly help take care of him. We have no problem coming to your bay and checking it out for ourselves.
You know what? Whoop.
Mel, just let him do it.
Fine.
Loom over their shoulder if you need to, but just let them take a look at it.
Just
I don't know if any of them have been on a Krogan ship before, but let them look at it.
Oh, I'm sure they'll recognize Krogan medical equipment as well.
British grumbling.
We don't have medical equipment. That was thrown in for all of you.
No,
They
it's just going
modernized it.
growly, growly, growl, growl.
Bloody growl.
Is that because we watched Trolls today? That's probably why.
Yep.
Growly, 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 growl. I have a daughter. Leave me alone.
So I guess we'll parade back or leave. We could leave like Mercy and some people with Brockus, and then we'll drag the fucking person all the way
There's
back to
a
the
few medical people around. It's like you just need one. It's not like they're escorting all of your asses back to the ship. They just need one person to take them to the ship, show them the bay, and then be done with it. So it's super easy.
Mel
But
throws
all
her
of
hands
us
up.
can
I'll be
escort
back.
them.
What'd you say?
So all of us can escort them. It's an intimidation thing.
No. Some people stay with Brockus. Keep him in, here.
I'll stay with him.
Yes, intimidate the Spectre grade medical doctor. See how that rolls through.
Totally gonna be fine. I don't know what you're talking
They're
about.
just lucky I don't have
Do
a
it.
shotgun right now.
All right.
Okay.
Mel rumbles the whole time, but we'll take him over, and she's gonna force him to get. All right, I need you to put this on. She holds out a blindfold. It's like a really colorful scarf, handkerchief that she had in her pocket. It's got engine grease on it.
I was gonna say it's probably dirty. Why?
Because there's sensitive things in there of ongoing missions. So I need you to be blindfolded till we go into the medbay.
I don't feel comfortable. I do not know you. You do not know me. You could be sending me to my death.
I work with Spectre Orissa. You're a Spectre Doctor. Calm your tits and just do
There
it.
is no guarantee. No guarantee.
Oh my gosh. Are all of you...
The answer is yes. To the question, the answer is yes.
How do I know that
it
you're
helps-
not some spy, who's gonna wants...
Would you like Arissa to send some background about me?
No, just put the blindfold on. Just do it.
Mel, do you want to run a
Persuade-
background check on them before they
Make a
go in?
persuasion check with disadvantage. Because you're pouty facing.
Brockus is going to get locked up in here because she's just refusing to let them set foot on the ship.
That's a 5.
So, okay. Yeah, they're like, yes, I still don't trust you. You may work with a Spectre, yes, but you are not Spectre class. Therefore, you are hired under her care. She may trust you,
you're
but I
the
don't know who you are.
You're really the worst. All right, fine. Try not to look around very much, okay?
Why would I want to see medical bay?
She begrudgingly enters the code, making sure he can't see. And, they go into the ship, and she'll lead him over to the med bay.
Make a persuasion check. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead. Keep going.
What am I persuading? What's happening?
Oh, I said persuade. I'm sorry. I meant perception check.
Sleight of hand?
See? Yeah. No, it's fine.
So,
Go ahead. And you.
and Mel
you
takes
lead
pride
in.
in her med bay. It's like she keeps it.
Understandable.
She keeps it nice. I always picture from Firefly that little med bay, but nicer, Mass Effect style.
It's also way bigger. It's way bigger.
That's
I
what's
mean,
in my
it's-
head for some reason.
That's fair. It's definitely way bigger.
Got it. I'll try to picture the one in actual Mass Effect then.
Yeah, that one's a lot bigger.
On the Normandy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I let her in, him, whatever, them in.
It's a guy.
All right.
And
Well, look around. As you can see, we've got the medical jargon.
I keep wanting to say culto take. Wrong universe.
Yep.
So I'm going around, or I'm
Wow.
Solarian is going around. I'm inspecting now. Going around, taking a look at everything, and they're pretty quiet. Their face is actually pretty hard to read as they're looking around. You can't tell if they're impressed or not impressed. They're just the same facial expression the whole time. And they're like, this is adequate and sufficient enough. She can be released
So-
tomorrow.
Awesome.
Wait, what was the last part? You cut out.
He can be released tomorrow.
I thought the deal was for today.
There was no deal that was struck
Why tomorrow?
because it needs to be under surveillance. Just had surgery. Needs
I
at least
know.
12-hour surveillance.
I mean,
I can make it longer if you so desire.
What would it take to get him here today?
Nothing. It is my sworn duty to keep him there for at least 12 hours after surgery. It has only been 2. Therefore, by my calculations, 10 would be sufficient. You are confused?
Staying the night.
Can I insight check to make sure that this is actually he's not bullshitting us just to bullshit
Yeah,
because
go
someone
ahead.
else pissed him off?
Go ahead.
Can I medical check to see if there's any medical reason why I can't move
Sure.
him
Yeah,
carefully?
yeah, go for it.
I feel like major surgery is a pretty good medical reason.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be a
maybe if
19.
you're not a Krogan.
You had a pretty
18.
big hole in your
medicine.
side, dude.
Look, we have
18 medicine?
redundant organs. It's fine.
And 19 on my insight.
19? Okay. You feel like he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Like, he's not trying to be vindictive about it. Like, he's genuinely just being a medical officer giving you his professional opinion.
And is it
same
like
thing-
medical red tape, or is there like actual medical reason for him? to
No, it's
stay?
more medical reasons. It's like, it is my duty to make sure my patient is fine after having major surgery. Otherwise, they will feel bad and responsible for what happens.
Yeah, that checks out.
And you know what? I think because you're trying to keep him safe, you can break the news to Brockus. I'm gonna go try and fix the caulking maker.
I'm
No,
pretty sure I already
don't you
told him.
touch it. I whap her hand.
I'm darting out of the way!
Nope.
I already told
I
him to
don't-
stay for several days, but because you have the proper equipment to take care of him, this will do. 12 hours.
Awesome. Thanks. Thank you for coming over here. Appreciate it. Have a
Of
nice
course.
day.
Shall
You
we go
know the way
then?
back, right?
You are not coming.
Well,
No,
if
you have to
he's not
escort-
coming back, I'm not. I don't see the reason. That's unnecessary exercise, really.
Mel, you do have to escort him out of the ship so he doesn't see any sensitive information.
You can do that, right?
Oh no, that was yours. Your job.
You're better at
Pat,
that.
pat, pat, and I'm walking out.
Don't touch the coffee maker.
I was like, I could have her make a persuasion check and she may win.
I will win that one.
She may
No,
win.
if you do. Oh no.
I'm gonna go fix the coffee maker.
I'll escort
I'll come back to
Solarian
you
out.
later. Okay. And you just take him basically to the front door and that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Or are you going with him? Okay.
I take him to the
So-
front, and I watch as he leaves, and I go, "Keep everything you sold top secret. Understood?"
Is there something that Arissa doesn't want everyone else to know?
Yes.
This is Spectre business then.
Yes.
I need you to make a deception, please.
I don't like that dice.
Come on, Mel.
13.
13, okay. You see the
Not
Solarian
terrible.
just kind of like lower their gaze on you and they're like, sure, of course. Secret. Right. And just slowly turn and
You
walk away.
never saw the ship.
They just kind of wave at you. You get the sense from maybe his body language that he wasn't completely convinced.
She tried. She's gonna go on the Omni tool and video chat everybody else and be like, all right, good news and bad news. Who wants wit first? Brockus, good news or bad news?
Whatever. I can't feel either way, so it's 50-50
You
here.
have opinions. I mean, your opinions aren't numbed.
I have a feeling that if they've tranked him up so much that it's going to drop an Elcor, that anger that he normally has is just non-existent at the moment.
That's fair.
You're not wrong at all. You're not. Because again, Krogan, they know better. If they pump the proper amount into you, you'll still get up.
Bad
I'd say
news.
bad news first.
Good call, Jessica. Thank you for participating.
Mel.
Bad news is that you're gonna have to stay the night and eat hospital food. Good news is that you won't have to stay there longer than 12 hours or 9.5 hours. And then we can take you back here and you can spend the rest of your days in the med bay on the ship, if that wasn't clear.
Well, I don't know how that's bad news.
No,
That's
that was
better
the
than-
bad news and then the good news. The bad
Oh.
news is you have to eat the hospital food and stay the night. The good news is you won't have to stay there very long.
Hospital food isn't that bad.
He's in a really good mood right now. This is nice. Remind me
Don't
to
get-
write down his prescriptions.
Don't get used to it.
It's just in case, you know.
The ship is okay, right?
Oh yeah, we got it all tip-top shape.
Nothing's on fire.
Nope, everything's completely fine and working as she walks quickly and briskly back into the ship towards the kitchen area. Everything's
So,
fine.
Ophelia,
Yep.
you didn't really have too much time to work on it. She was fairly quick. Maybe a good 5 to 10 minutes has gone by this whole time. So you didn't get too far into it. But I would like for you to make an intelligence roll with disadvantage.
Okay. I mean, that should have been enough time to at least disassemble.
It's to do something, for sure.
That one wasn't bad. Let's see what the second one is. Too bad that's with disadvantage, because I rolled a natural 20 on one of those. But I got a total of 18.
Okay, that's not bad. You actually work pretty quickly to disassemble most of it, surprisingly enough. But because it was such a short amount of time, you didn't get too much other than disassembling. By the time Mel comes walking in.
No, Mel is like sprinting at this point because once the
Running
call
in.
ends. All right, gotta go. But everyone else can head back to the ship. Good night, Brockus. Click.
Even though Brockus is medicated, he wants to make I want to make an insight check on that
That's
because that was
Yeah.
that was a little abrupt even for Mel.
You know what?
But
I
he's
hate to do
drugged
this
up.
to you. I hate to do this to you, buddy. Yeah, it's gonna have to be a disadvantage because you're not all.
Oh,
there.
oh yeah, totally. I expect anything I do right now to be a disadvantage. So at disadvantage, insight is going to be a total of 16.
Wow.
Wow.
Good job.
Okay. So even in your drugged up state, you do recognize enough. Like, that was different, Mel. So you're suspicious. You know something's up. You don't know what though. As far as like the level of
Well,
crazy.
there are people who are there's some of the crew who are still in the hospital room. So Brockus is just gonna like look over to like Vera or
Jamar's there
Jamar.
still, and Mercy. Yeah.
and Mercy. What happened?
What?
Mel's not telling me something. What happened on the ship?
Dog won't go fast enough.
Nothing else. Nothing else caught
Like
fire.
what Mel did? I don't. If Mel did anything, I'm not aware of it.
I can't put my finger on it. It just seems like she's not telling me something. She said the ship was in tip-top shape and nothing happened. But it just doesn't sit right.
Well, she didn't
It-
have her coffee. Maybe she's just.
Why didn't she have her coffee?
I don't know.
Coffee
I guess it
ma-
was gross.
The coffee machine's in the kitchen.
Yeah, I guess it was gross. Like something was bad about it. Like chewy, I think was the word.
How did they make chewy coffee?
I don't know how to make coffee. I don't know. I would ask Thelia. She's the one that made them coffee. I don't know. She did make a mess though. It was funny. There's parts everywhere.
I'm gonna ring up Athelia.
Everywhere.
When he rings her, hold on, because Mel's gonna do something.
Yep, going
So-
back to them at this point.
So I'd like to say that, Athelia, do you answer or do you ignore his call? I need to know this first.
Ignoring the call.
You ignore the call?
I'm literally in the middle of trying to put this thing back together. I'm finishing this assembly so I can put it back together. I'm like, no video.
It rings as Mel rushes in and just tries to tackle Athelia away from the
I
coffee.
would like to
It's
dodge
like
this.
anime
I
style.
got this.
No!
Because she's running in, you can technically hear her coming. So this will be an opposing roll. I'm gonna need a strength athletics roll from Mel, and then a
Acrobatics.
because you're trying to dodge out of the way. Yeah, let's have you do acrobatics. Try
I would
get
like
out of the
to
way.
simply duck and let her fly over me.
Yep, that's fair. God damn it, Mel. What did Mel get? Did you
I
get that
got
one?
9.
You think you beat me then? It's like, I got a 5. So yeah. Mel rushes, slips on some coffee probably, and goes flying over
There's
you.
still a mess. There's still a mess, so as you're running in and you go to jump, your foot kind of slips as you start veering off course as you're trying to catch yourself while Athelia sees you and she tries to get out of the way and kind of thrown off by you veering off that she kind of stumbles herself but is out of the way.
I'm
And
gonna
I
go
was
back to working.
jumping, and so I crumble on the other side and just kind of like I'm flipped over upside down.
No, I got this time. I actually figured it out. I see what I did wrong.
Ow. Also, stop it. I'm gonna throw.
That's your argument? Just stop it.
She's hurting right now. She's gonna throw whatever rags are in her pocket right now at her.
Did you roll a nat 1? Was
No.
it an actual nat 1? Okay. So you're sore.
Bro-
You won't take damage, but you're sore.
The moment he's ignored, Brockus calls again.
What did you tell Brockus?
Throwing stuff. I didn't tell him anything. Stop
No,
it.
why is he calling me?
Let me do it.
No, I have this. I broke it. I can fix it.
Paintbrushes.
We're just gonna let you ring until you go to voicemail.
Down. Down go.
Amelia's not here at the moment.
Make a dex, just like a dex check for me.
Me or her?
Sorry, Athelia. Yeah, Athelia.
Okay.
Mel's wildly throwing things from her pocket.
Just a straight dex check. My dex is +1, so that's a 19.
19. Okay, so she's able to dodge kind of all your stuff, but at least it's slowing her down.
Why
I'd like to
are you
finish
so
repairing it.
good at everything except for coffee?
Never made coffee before.
That continues on for a while, I imagine.
So we go back to the hospital where Brockus is frustrated and they did not answer a second time.
Third time calling.
Stop that, stop that. I gotta talk to Brockus and he doesn't
No,
need to
you
know about
don't.
this.
You really
This is-
shouldn't.
This is the
No.
third time. I am more convincing than you are. Beep. And I'm more trying to angle myself so that you can't. I'm more like coffee maker's on this side of the screen. I'm on this side of the screen.
Mel immediately, as she's distracted, starts trying to fix it.
Smacking your hand. I'm on the phone.
Slap fight.
How did you make chewy coffee?
Apparently, I'm told I didn't put enough water in.
And
Mel, make a
that's
strength
it.
check. Athelia, make an opposing strength check.
It's gonna be hilarious.
This is ridiculous. I just want to see how bad this turns out. This is just bad.
13?
What did you get?
13.
13? Okay, Mel.
Oh, minus 1.
Got a 7.
What did Mel get? 7? Okay, yeah, she's keeping you back with her arm, and she's like,
This is one of those instances where lying to your parents has made the situation so much worse than just telling them the truth, right?
Right? Hey, I haven't lied yet. He didn't ask me.
You didn't add water.
No, I added somewhat. It was wet. It was wet. Right. Mel, quit touching my stuff.
just out of curiosity,
It
is
was
Jamar,
wet.
Is Jamar and Vera and Dresscar saying anything? Are they just watching this?
No, Vera is just
Popcorn
sitting
time.
in the corner of Brockus's room, like reading a magazine or something.
Okay, you're having a popcorn moment. Jamar?
No, Jamar is not getting involved in this. This is not my fight.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Alright, continue.
So you just added too little water?
Told the ratio was off.
That doesn't make sense. It's automated.
What?
That's what I tried to tell you.
The coffee machine is automated. There's a direct line to for the water. You literally just press the buttons and it works.
Mel tries to point out the button. This one that you have dangling off. She tries to put the button back.
Well, apparently the button didn't work very well. Okay.
What do
I
you
need you guys to do opposing rolls again.
It didn't work very well.
I don't know. I loaded water in and I loaded in coffee.
You
I got a
loaded
7.
water in.
7,
Oh,
what did you get?
Natural 1.
I tried to find the place for the water. I know there's water in here somewhere.
Kid, you
So
don't
she pushes you off and you kind of get knocked back on your butt before you try to get back up again.
do
and try to
I
scramble.
hear any of this
Probably.
Oh, you
nonsense?
hear
Like
it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Bloody
hear
hell.
a lot
Okay.
of fumbling. You hear a lot of, like, smacking and in the background.
first off, you don't have to add water. You just press the button and it adds the water for you. Second off, what the hell is going on? I keep hearing
Oh.
clashes and clanks and everything.
Mel is trying to help me with my project right now, and her help is not welcome.
Can I get a dad insight check here?
But I
Yeah,
have
this is
bonuses roll.
rolling. Yeah, with advantage.
Can I roll my
Actually,
deception?
you're drugged up. You're drugged up, so straight roll.
I'd say Brockus
Straight
also
roll? Okay,
sees
straight
a
roll.
little Mel hand rising into the video screen as it's trying to like sneak past
Okay,
Cecilia
so
to
that's-
get to something on the counter.
That's going to be an insight of 24.
Can I make my
Yeah.
deception check?
You know that there's some tomfoolery happening right now. And you don't have the direct video proof, but there's some shit happening that they are not telling you. and they
You
are very
broke the
much trying to
coffee
hide.
machine, didn't you?
I did not break it. All the
She
way.
took it apart.
I'm not breaking all the
Broke
way.
it. She
I
did.
did not break it. I just
Don't
put this line
contest.
up wrong
It-
when I put it back together.
I'm trying to
You-
fix it, but she's being stubborn.
I figured it out.
You're just so stubborn.
You
You
took
don't know
apart
what you're doing.
a state-of-the-art coffee machine.
It wasn't working. I pushed all the buttons. Nothing came out, so it was broken.
This
So I
isn't
tried to
one of your
fix it,
clocks,
and
okay? It's not one of your clocks.
Vera,
Stop
do you have something you'd like to say, Vera?
Yeah.
You look like you're ready to say something.
Yeah. So, I want to try and make the situation worse for everyone. I'm gonna inch my
Go
way
for it.
over to Jamar, and like lean into him and just be like, don't we have surveillance on the ship that Brockus can tap into?
Probably.
I'm gonna send a message to Brockus's Omni tool that just says surveillance? Question mark.
His eyes kind of like light up and look over at you. It just
Pretty
just,
sure
like,
it's
points
tied
and
into
nods.
everybody's Omni tool.
Then I go
So-
back to reading my magazine.
He just presses a couple buttons on the
Yeah.
Omni tool to get the live feed of the tomfoolery that's going on in the kitchen at the moment.
Literally shit
Okay.
everywhere.
So you see the live feed, and you see that there is a pretty big mess. There are parts of the coffee machine as well as what may look like sludge that is kind of scattered all over the counters and now the floor. And you see both Mel and Athelia kind of catfighting. It looks kind of pathetic and sad because their roles are pathetic and sad. And they're specifically Mel is covered more in this stuff. As Athelia tries to keep her off.
Jack,
What?
quit touching it!
I can see both of you now.
Wait. Oh
What'd
shit!
he
There's
say?
cameras.
He said he can
I
see you
could-
guys right now.
Turn slowly towards the surveillance camera. Turn back.
There's two of them from each angle.
Look.
You're both lucky I'm bedridden right now.
Drugged as fuck.
But by the time I am up and ready, I expect that kitchen cleaned and my coffee machine either repaired to perfection or replaced.
Yes.
Fix it right now if Mel would just get her hands off of it.
You don't even know what you're doing.
I do know what I'm doing. Quit touching it.
That doesn't even go there.
It does. Stop touching
It's
it.
not even part of the coffee maker. It's a fork.
Oh, whoops. I was picking this up so
I'm
I could
sure
poke
they
you
have
with
it
not
well
because it was
in
going to the
hand.
coffee maker.
Yes,
And in the background, you see Sparky just trotting along, going through the sludge, and it tracks on his feet. He just keeps going.
Oh, God.
our hair is like, or my hair rather.
Once all this is taken care of and I'm back on my feet, anyone who wants to use the coffee machine or anything in the kitchen is going through a certification course.
I just asked
Stares
to make
pointedly
coffee.
at
I
you.
just got
Amelia.
designated. Well, maybe you should come down and make your own coffee then.
Athelia,
I think it was difficult to push a button.
Athelia,
Yes.
there are instructions on the side of the coffee machine on how to operate it.
I tried to operate it. Nothing happened.
Correction, there were instructions on the side of the coffee machine. I haven't quite found that yet.
Put them somewhere. They're
Okay,
inside the coffee machine.
That's concerning. It's technically etched into the panel.
Yeah, the panel's missing at the moment.
I put them over there. I have this. Quit getting in my way. There's a process. It's a process.
This is better than anything we've ever done. This is great. It took over a damn coffee maker.
How much? Hold on. How many credits does Brockus have?
You tell
Brock-
me.
He's got over 144,000 on his own.
Okay.
He's like, I'm gonna have to go and buy a new machine.
No, this one will be running
Yeah, it'll be running
tonight.
Get it.
That Mel keeps
I
your
will
hands
fix
off.
it. If you would just stop.
Just clean the damn kitchen.
Sparky, get your rag.
Yes, Mel, you can clean the kitchen and let me finish putting this back together.
I am not cleaning up this mess on my own.
And he kind of
First
hangs
fight?
up. He kind of like hangs up, but leaves the security camera, the security footage, and he kind of looks over to Mercy. Yes, this is my TV.
Did you record it?
Oh no, this is live.
That's so funny. Are you gonna
Wait,
watch
is-
them clean? They're
Is there
still
audio? Is there live audio?
There is audio.
Mar reaches over and smacks one of the buttons on the Omni tool.
Yep.
Just turns it up.
And you just hear a bunch of like, "Ah!"
just bickering.
Trying to shove each other out of the way so we can work on the machine. A lot of cursing at each other.
Yelling. A lot of high pitched yelling, a lot of pushing, a lot of falling down.
You
a lot
clean,
of...
I'll fix it. No, you clean, I'll fix it.
Is space YouTube a thing?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, because there's a video of Vera putting a bottle through the back of somebody's head.
This is true.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
He gets the badass video, we get the hilarious one. Got it.
Probably gonna have to upload this to, you know, how many engineers does it take to fix a coffee machine?
One, if they'd let a proper engineer do it, apparently.
Gonna say, technically only one. The other one
Apparently
does it for
it's
a
gonna
hobby.
take two. One to fix it and one to hold the sorry down.
I knew I should have stayed back and dealt with that, but you know what? They said no. It'll be fine. And this is fine, apparently.
That's okay. I was thinking of upgrading it anyway, seeing as how we have more hands. Let these two sort it out.
Can I watch?
And he kind of like motions for her to join him like on the bed.
So she sits up, kind of cuddles up next to you, and she just like,
this funny.
I imagine we continue for quite a while until we practically exhaust ourselves, and then you offer a drink.
Probably.
I'm gonna tell you right now, from how your rolls went, because I kind of planned this ahead of time, with how your rolls went and how that whole conversation went. Aside from you guys finally getting it together to at least clean up, nothing else got done.
No, I imagine we're sitting on the floor in the middle of the mess and the taken apart coffee machine just drinking at this point.
Yep.
Yep. In your new glasses.
Yeah, I got new cups, so that's all that matters, right?
Mel goes, "Are these engraved? These are nice."
Aren't they? I found them at this. Vera took me to this restaurant supply store. Much better prices than retail. I was going to go to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Blueberry vodka? Oh my goodness. Hold on.
I had to try
some salsa water for this.
The human thing that they call Smirnoff. I had to try some.
Oh, that's such an old. That's a vintage.
Are they drinking? Are they having this conversation in the kitchen?
Yeah, they are.
On the floor in the middle of the mess.
We're drinking.
You
We
just
gave
see
up.
them all of a sudden, they're fighting, then all of a sudden they kind of slump and they're just kind of looking at each other, just like huffing, exhausted, and then they're like, "Let's get a drink," and it just all of a sudden it's fine. They're just gabbing now.
And he
I delve into girl talk.
he
shortly
looks
after.
over to Mercy. You see everything they did? Don't do that.
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's really bad. I don't even know how they... I don't know. I don't...
I'm surprised we're not dead, honestly.
I just don't get it. Isn't that kind of like Mel's job is to fix things? How come she just doesn't let her fix it?
You're gonna have to ask them.
As we're sitting there, Mel's gonna look at Athelia and be like, "Wow, I haven't gotten into a row like that since my ex. You reminded me a lot of her there. Oh, she was real fiery."
I'll take that. But what was she like?
Oh god, here we go.
Well, we get into fights like that a lot over really dumb stuff like that a lot. And usually it would end differently. It would usually end with both of us, you know. So eventually that got old because that kind of just kept happening. So that was pretty much the basis of our relationship, was being mean to well, not mean to each other, but like arguing over something and then escalating the argument and then getting into a weird wrestle fight.
I mean, it doesn't sound too healthy to me, but
I mean, that's why she's my ex. really. The relationship had nowhere to go. It
Right.
was just, I mean, the passion, woo, great, but no substance, really.
I mean, at least, I mean, you gotta admit, about halfway through that, it all kind of got hilarious.
It was really funny.
It was.
Yes, the audio's still
I mean,
on at this point.
We
Brock,
both just started
out of
slipping on
curiosity.
that mud, sled, whatever this is.
I think once they started talking about like personal stuff, he kind of shut the feed down.
Just checking. Okay. Continue.
Yeah.
Oh god.
If you only would let me fix it, though, it wouldn't have gotten.
I just wanted to do it myself. I broke it. I just wanted to fix it.
Oh. That's fair. You like how stuff works then too, huh?
I mean, I do. I usually like older things, like the clock that I have that I still have to put back together. I may need help on that one. There's way too many gears.
Yeah, I can try to help you with that if you promise not to try to tear apart the new coffee maker that Brock has bought.
Tell you what, you give me some tips on how to run it.
I will do that. I mean, apparently Brock is going to have some sort of certification program, so we really pissed him off a little bit. I mean, not pissed, but I mean, he's definitely irritated.
If he wasn't medicated, he'd probably be pissed.
Possibly. He's definitely got that angry dad vibe.
Little bit. How did he just know that something was going on? He called 3 times.
No. He's medicated. How did he know?
I don't know. That is some freaky shit.
You must gain like a sixth sense or something when you become a parent. I don't know.
Krogan.
I wouldn't know.
My dad always knew when I was getting into stuff too. He always knew where to find me too. I thought I had the best hiding places on the ship too. He'd always find me. No one else, but he would.
Well, maybe it's a dad thing.
Yeah.
So as you guys
More
settle
drinks?
down,
Yes.
you guys settle
We're
down.
gonna take this
having
back to one of our rooms.
just this weird roller coaster of whatever this is. We will go ahead and say that the rest of the crew joins with you guys. Brockus is already pretty out of it and says goodbye. Mercy's gonna go back with the rest of the crew. As you go back in and pretty much spend the night at this point. 'Cause we're just gonna move on from this. Just gonna move on.
Are we though?
Sorry.
Because it's still not
Find
fixed
out.
and
Oh no, I was
nothing's
very thoroughly entertained. I was very much entertained. So it's the next morning. I'm not gonna have you do constitution checks. I'm just not gonna.
Sure.
Mel didn't drink very much. She had a very long day of fixing
Yeah.
the ship, so she has a few drinks and then promptly passes out on Athelia's shoulder.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Which we probably tried back to my room where the bar was. I probably stopped drinking at that point too because he fell asleep on my shoulder. We probably just slept there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. That's usually how it ends with you two. Just drinking and then slump.
Waking up in the other's room.
Yep, pretty much. So it's the next morning. Brockus, you still have a few hours before you are allowed to leave. However, you were still pretty not sedated. You're pretty you're sedated. You're still pretty out of it. They do check up on you and they still pump more of that stuff into you to keep you calm because Krogan, they know that you'll get up the second you start having feeling again. So what are the rest of you doing now that it's day 2?
Bright and early. However, that applies to being in space. And going back to that cafe for breakfast.
Oh, okay. Do you go by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So as you go by this cafe, you notice that off in the distance on the other side of the park, there seems to be some sort of event being set up because it's still pretty early in the morning. They're throwing up a bunch of different tents and kiosks and just a bunch of things are starting to pop up and it looks very busy with a bunch of people out there trying to set everything up.
is there like a newspaper data pad or something I can just kind of scroll through as I'm sitting at the table, see if there's any postings about an event happening in the area?
Yeah, you can actually find one on one of the coffee boards that they have set up, one of the digital boards, and they show you that it looks like that there is some sort of small fair that is being set up. No particular reason in general, just to have something fun for the community all set up. That looks like just a nice small event for the next couple of days.
Okay. I'll sit there quietly drinking my latte for a while until it feels like it's the normal time for everyone else to start getting up.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna forward the info on that fair to everyone in case anyone's interested in going.
Okay. So what are the rest of you doing?
I will continue working on that clock.
Okay. Are you working all day?
Most of it.
Okay, you have to get at least a good number of hours in to at least clock it in. You don't have to do it the entire day, but just wanted to know. So if you're gonna spend a good chunk of the day, or at least part of the day doing it, go ahead and give me a roll.
That's an 18, so that one's a 6 up.
That is a success. Okay, what about Mel and Athelia now waking up?
Morning.
I feel like this is
Never-
how they're actually waking up right now. They're just like...
We never did clean the kitchen, did we?
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Maybe?
I remember. No. Bargy. No, he just walked through it.
I mean, to be fair, I think our clothes cleaned up a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, we should probably wash those.
I'm
I
just
don't know
gonna-
if yours smells as bad as mine, but
all of me is bad. I'm just gonna walk into the water like this.
he's gonna stand up and start stripping off all the clothes and dragging Mel over to push her towards the shower so she can shower.
Clothes into the shower.
I'm
We have a
like the
negative
undressed
sorry.
Mel now.
And a fully clothed Mel just making the way.
Mel. I'm more at the undressed Mel now, which is going to happen.
He just kind of lets it happen. She's still groggy and confused.
I mean, place
I
soap
feel
in
like-
hand, shampoo in hand, put it on your head. Like, come on, come on.
But coffee.
You can't have coffee.
I wish it was broken.
She
So
just
does
starts kind of like crying in the shower
Oh.
over the coffee.
Oh no!
Does anyone want to attempt to make the spicy drink, the hangover drink?
Oh no!
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Just
She's
putting
not
it
that
out there.
hungover. She's just sleepy and angry about
They
no
can't.
coffee.
They can't.
Could be a
Coffee is
substitute.
coffee is part of that drink. So
Yeah.
Oh no, they don't know that.
We don't. I mean, I probably taste a little bit of it in the drink, but nope.
I, however, being the one that only requires 4 hours of sleep,
That's right. Do you try to attempt to fix the coffee machine?
absolutely.
Okay, go ahead and give me an engineering roll.
But I'm first going to look up the schematics for the damn thing before I try to put it together.
Smart. Okay.
There's just parts of that I probably scattered all over the kitchen.
Go ahead and
No,
do it
no,
with
I've got an Omni
advantage.
tool.
Yeah, do it with advantage. Because you have the schematics up. Because you're a smart man.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you are actually able to reassemble the whole thing. However, there are a couple parts missing.
Is that
You're not
in my head?
100%
Scott, do you feel that, Athelia? It's like a
For
spring.
all the missing parts, I'm
Okay.
going to start going and digging through my bins down in my engineering bay.
I think this is part of the coffee.
Okay.
It
We're
could
just
be.
gonna.
So you notice that you don't have any parts that are similar to it. However, you have plenty of time if you want to create your own parts for this.
I
Because
will
they are
fabricate
small
the.
enough.
I will fabricate anything I can't find.
Yeah, they are pretty small. They will not take too much of your time. Maybe an hour. Maybe. So, yeah, go ahead and give me another roll. This will just be a regular roll this time around. Because the schematic just shows you the parts, so you just are just kind of creating it from that.
It's a 15.
15? Okay, yeah, no, you're it was a pretty low DC anyway because it's you. You go ahead and you create these small pieces and you look back at the schematics and start putting it back in. Would you like to test the coffee maker? Do you know how to work the coffee maker? You got the panel back on there.
I've got schematics. I've probably got an instruction manual in front of me too at this point. So
You
yeah,
do.
I'm assuming I'm gonna try it now.
Okay. So you go ahead and you turn it on, and you've got the mug and everything under there, and you hear a weird sound coming from it, but it makes the coffee as you remember it.
New noise, but it works.
Do you like to drink the coffee?
I'm going to sniff the coffee.
Yeah. Smells like
Going
coffee.
to make sure it looks proper.
You swirl it around a little bit, and the consistency seems there.
And I made sure that I hooked it up to the water as opposed to using what was in there.
By your memory, yes.
Going to double check the water line, make sure it's actually connected.
That is something Jamar would do.
It's like,
Madbird Streams, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome. Okay, yeah, you go ahead and you double check and you go back and forth between, okay, checking, you even take a part off to look at the schematics back, you put it back in, you're like, okay, it's connected. It looks like it's connected.
going to take a sip of this.
Tastes like coffee. Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. No, I'm kidding. It's coffee. You did a good job. No, you did a good job. Tastes like coffee.
Don't know why it's making that weird noise. It works.
It's not like a loud noise. It's just there's just a hum that you're like, that wasn't there before. It's fine.
Sympathetic vibration. Not my problem. It works.
Start drying Mel off. Give her
I'm
some
gonna
of my
take
clothes.
my fresh coffee of the repaired machine back down to my workshop and start working on the shotgun.
Okay. Are you gonna be working on it all day?
Absolutely. Barring
Okay.
stupidity.
Okay. You do get a ping at some point saying that there's a fair happening. In case anyone was interested from Vera.
Mel points it out to Athelia.
Grab some breakfast and go do that.
Maybe they have coffee at the fair.
Oh, yeah.
You smell the distinct smell of coffee as you actually are moving around.
Wait,
The best
Am I-
part of waking up.
am I imagining? I'm imagining coffee.
Yes. We better get that coffee for you quick. Rush her out the door to go get coffee.
Do they run through the kitchen?
Do we have to run through the kitchen?
You do have to go through the kitchen to get to the front area if you wanted to.
Well, Mel's gonna get dressed in her room first because she wants to put on her fair dress. It's like cute, real frilly dress.
Does she really? Does she have a fair dress?
Yeah, she's
Is
got
it
a
like
wardrobe.
sundress?
Of course she does. She makes her own clothing.
I'm just
She-
so used to the overalls.
Yeah, but it's a fair. So she's gonna
Okay.
dress up. So she dresses up in a cute little, like, it's got buttons and it's a little collar, and it's like this baby blue color, and it's got pockets because she has to have pockets,
Of course. Of course.
and it's
Okay.
almost like an Alice in Wonderland type style dress, but without the apron and stuff. It's just blue.
Now I feel underdressed.
She has a little handbag, And she's like done a little bit of makeup and has her hair kind of like up onto the side and braided hair. She's like, okay.
I feel horribly underdressed now.
The fair woke me up. But the excitement is only gonna last a little bit, but maybe long enough to get coffee. And I lost my accent again. But
The lack of coffee.
The lack of coffee, or she's just angry and just turns American. I'm telling you guys, it's all fake.
Well, go change if you want to. Look cute like me.
I will literally run back to my room and grab a sundress.
Sundresses.
And I want the hat. The sun hat. There's no sun out here, but I'm wearing the hat anyway.
Okay, that's, yeah.
Mel
why
still
not?
has like some tools in the little pockets of her dress because she can't help herself, and some paintbrushes and like.
Of course.
And then I will escort Mel to go get coffee.
Yes.
And buy her coffee since I broke the coffee machine.
Mm-hmm. We walk by the kitchen, but I just think I'm imagining coffee smells, so I don't even want to look in there because it hasn't been cleaned, and I want to pretend it doesn't exist right now.
That's fair.
I don't want to see the mess we made because then I feel like I need to clean it right now. And Brockus can't get up anyway, so he can't get mad at us for not cleaning it.
Oh wait, Brockus, we were supposed to go get him.
Coffee first.
Okay.
Maybe
Maybe
we
he wants to go to the fair. We could put him in a wheelchair and take him around. I bet Mercy would like to go to the fair. We should get Mercy in a little sundress. Hold on. Did Mercy come back with the rest of the group? I'm guessing
She did come back with us, you guys. Yeah, no, she's asleep right now.
Okay, so we can make this go fast, but like they wake her up, tell her about the fair, and get her dressed up.
She's ecstatic. She's like, let's go. Yeah.
So we're
She's
gonna
all
go
dressed
get.
up.
Should we bring a sun hat for Brockus?
Yes.
We can put it on his head as he goes in the wheelchair.
Will it fit on his head? Guess you'll find out.
We will buy
so-
one if we have to.
So Mercy's wearing one of those dresses that kind of cuts off right above the knee, and then she's got some leggings underneath with her little shoes. 'Cause she's always battle ready.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask what Vera was gonna do next, but you go ahead and continue.
I was gonna message Vera and be like, "Hey, we're gonna. I'm video chatting too, so you can see our outfits. We're ready to go to the fair. You want us to grab a dress from your room or anything so you dress up? You want to come? You're coming, right? We're going to the fair. We're gonna go get Brockus and go to the fair.
I mean, I've been
No.
through your clothes before. I can get you something nice.
No, sorry, I'm a bit busy today.
No,
But
no.
Vera!
it's around for a few days, I think. So maybe tomorrow.
No.
You invited us, and then you're ditching us.
I didn't invite you. I just passed along the information because I thought you'd be interested.
You invited us. That's an invitation.
I'm disappointed.
You've disappointed
I'm
Mel.
sorry. I didn't know if you were gonna go, so I made other plans.
What are the plans? Well, they're
It's
fun
just-
plans.
No, there. It's
Didn't I say-
bureaucracy.
Sounds like plans that can wait until tomorrow.
Yeah, save the bureaucracy save it for tomorrow.
Paperwork takes time. You know, I'd like to get it all squared away while we're still here. I'm sorry. Maybe next time. I'm
Keep
sorry.
going.
Next time.
You know,
The
we can
DM's
call Arleo and
disappointed.
he'll make us feel better.
DM's disappointed. You've disappointed
DM's
the DM.
disappointed.
Everybody is
Disappointed
disappointed the DM.
I mean, welcome to every show on this channel.
Yeah.
Fox disappoints every DM.
well, maybe should we just wait till tomorrow then, Athelia, and just let Brockus rest today?
We already told Mercy. But maybe we should let Brockus rest. He'll feel better, a little better tomorrow, and maybe be a little
We
more
could
awake for the
probably-
games.
Don't get me wrong. I want Daddy to come, but I also want him to feel better. So if that means I have to go have fun in his stead, I'm okay with it.
Well, someone has to stay here to watch him as well.
How
I
about
mean, that's what the
I'll have
doctors are
fun.
for.
I'll have
How-
fun. I'll take one for the team.
how about How
She's
about
still
we
like,
spend today making a dress for Mimsy so that Mimsy can match us, and then tomorrow we'll go and we'll drag the boys and Vera with us.
You know, we should probably make Vera a dress as well. I'm sure if we grab Arissa, we could. Arissa, that's not the right name. I can't remember her name right now.
Celia?
Celia, thank you. If we grab Celia, she's roughly the same size as Vera, and maybe we can use her for measurements. I'm sure if we can ask her at least. Maybe make her a dress too.
Oh, I bet she knows Vera's exact measurements.
I bet we can make them match like twins, like just different colors.
Oh my god, that'd be so cute. All right, let's try that. All right, we're staying in today to prepare for tomorrow, but we need to go get your father, so I'm gonna go handle that.
You handle that. Can you get him back here on your own?
Yeah,
I just have a quick thing I have to do that I forgot about last night.
Everybody's got all these things they gotta do, all these secrets.
Oh, 5 minutes. I just need to go have a chat with a friend. I told him I'd call.
Didn't know all my damn crewmates had secrets. It's like Omega all over again. She grumbles.
oh, grumbles in British, as Mel would say.
Grumbles in British.
It's probably just a lot of profanity.
It is. It is a lot of really obscene profanity that nobody understands because it's all slang.
Nope. It's just weird Mel mumbling to everyone else.
Yep. Oh, she's mumbling a bit British again. So yeah, I guess that's what we do is for today is we go get Brockus, get him settled in.
Okay.
Do some sewing. Maybe clean the kitchen.
You guys do notice that, you know, the coffee maker is working. Or it's together. It's assembled.
We did this last night.
Oh my god, we're brilliant.
We must have done it while we were drunk.
We got drunk and we fixed it together. We're the best.
We
should just
are.
get drunk and fix stuff all the time.
We totally should.
Wow. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Try it. We're
I
good.
mean, we should probably try it and make sure it works.
Yeah, let's try it. Make
You do it this.
Smart
making
girl.
a weird noise, but it smells right. Tastes
Constitution saving
right.
throw.
I mean, a weird noise is all that came out of this. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. Wow, was so good.
I-
And I'll
you-
open a panel up a little bit. I think we even fabricated pieces.
That must be why there's a spring in your hair.
Wow.
Wow, we are good in the middle of the night, apparently.
All right, that's done. Sorry.
That's just so entertaining. It's like the littlest things, which everyone else is like, this is boring as fuck, and I'm like, screw you, this is just gold. So you go ahead and so you're spending the day kind of piecing together some outfits, is what I'm hearing.
Yep, and I need to make a phone call at some point.
Okay. Because you make your own outfits, I'm not making you do a roll or anything, Mel. So we're just gonna say you're gonna spend the time doing that.
I'd like to say
Go
I
ahead
make,
and-
I make nice jackets for Jamar and Dresscar, and Brockus' sun hat.
Do you look up any kind of like the average head size on the Googles or anything on?
We brought Brockus
his head?
back. We can just measure his head.
Yeah.
He's not back yet.
We were bringing him back before we made the dresses.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, it's you're in one of those kind of hover beds as the Solarians, I almost said scientists, doctors kind of help escort you back and kind of tell Mel kind of the how he needs to be like this for at least 2 more days. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Mel's
Because-
rolling her eyes like, oh my god,
No.
I know.
Yeah, you probably do. So yeah, so they're able to get him back in the med bay. So you're still sedated, but you're in a familiar setting. Kind of. You haven't spent too much time in the med bay here, but you know it's
Am
still
I-
med bay.
Am I completely under, or is it just heavily medicated?
You're not locked in place. You're just heavily medicated to where you can't really feel much, and when you try to lift something, it feels weird, and it's just kind of like,
Mel did ask them requisitioned like a wheelchair for him, so he can get around the fair tomorrow without exerting himself.
They huff and puff, but because they want to make sure that he's good, they said that probably give it another 24 hours before he's at least allowed to sit at an angle. Because again, it's right here. So, yeah.
Let us go to the fair.
Yeah.
Okay? Let it happen, DM.
It's gonna happen, yes. No one wants to go until the next day anyway. Y'all are disappointing me, except the two that are totally enthusiastic about it. Thanks, guys. We can fast forward the day. I have no problem doing that shit.
Look,
But I
Brockus
do
doesn't
want-
really doesn't have a say so, because he's drugged.
Heavily medicated.
I have to get this gun built before we go out again.
That's
How
true.
else
Yeah.
is Brockus going to murder people?
I do need you to make a roll for that too, by the way.
What do you want?
Good ol' weaponsmithing.
Smithing. That'll do. 25.
25. Okay, yeah. No, you're progressing along pretty well with this weapon. Again, you still have some time before it's completed, but it's coming along very smoothly now. Do you have it? Do you have already the not schematics, that's not the right word. The details of what you want this gun to be like when you're finished? Or are you still kind of working that out?
I know
assuming that's working it out.
basically what it's going to be, yes.
Okay, if you want to go ahead and send me that information early, so when it is completed, you'll probably have it completed more than likely by the time you reach your next destination.
Perfect. Yeah, I can make that happen.
So I just need that information ahead of time. You don't have to do it right this second, but just whenever you can. So, yep. Okay. It's the next day. Because I want this to happen.
Well,
Oh, right, phone call. Right.
And Vera had something.
Yeah.
Right. See,
Our
I'm focused
DM.
on one thing and one thing only, so it's
She prepared
obviously...
for this one thing, and we're never getting to it today.
There's gonna be a fight at the carnival.
Oh god. Okay. This is let's do the phone call first. Who are you calling?
I'm calling Arleo.
Yeah, I knew it. Yep. Vera, my dear. How are you?
I'm sorry, who?
Oh fuck. Ophelia. I was looking at HB Fox when I did it. Ophelia. Slip of the tongue. Sorry, dear.
You know, we're really
Ophelia.
easy to confuse. I kind
mean-
of feel like you were hoping it was Vera calling.
By both your beauties, I'm not gonna lie. It's radiant.
Smooth. Way to cover.
Yeah. I'm trying. Was it good enough? I'm trying.
You needed a little more practice at that one. Smooth over
Yeah,
the
well,
wrong name.
To be honest, I'm a little out of practice. Been very busy the last few days. Anyway, I need a break.
I did call for a favor.
Oh?
Yes, there's a person I was trying to find information on, and I've gone through some of our more legal contacts, and we didn't get a lot of information. They couldn't track him down.
Okay.
I was hoping that maybe you, with your speciality in this field, could pull up more information. I'm just trying to contact one of Vera's old crewmates. We're doing like a little get together. I could track down a lot of them, but not this one.
All right. Do you have a name?
I do, and I'm going to send him the report that we got from Orissa on him. Like, this is everything we could get on the more up and up side of things. So hoping you
he's
could
looking
fill in the
for-
gaps so I could track him down.
Well, it looks like it's a little bit of he said, she said in this information as far as what you've been able to gather. I would have to do some digging, but I have a
course.
name, a rank, and a location. So I would say give me a few hours, a day at most, to
Oh.
do some digging. Because if Arissa was not able to do it properly, then it's probably going to take a little bit of time. But I would say no
I
more than a
figured.
day.
Like I said, I'm just trying to arrange a get together so you know it's doesn't have to be super fast, but any help is
What's the get together
appreciated.
for? Why am I not
Oh.
invited to this get together?
I didn't think you'd leave Omega for it.
Oh, I can find a few reasons to leave Omega. Doesn't happen very often, but do get out
When,
every now
when
and
we
then.
plan it, you will definitely get an invitation then.
All right. I'll
We're
hold
still
you
in the
to that.
planning stage.
Right. I will do what I can.
And I look forward to seeing you again.
I look forward to seeing you all and give everyone my best, especially Vera.
Will do. I'm more
Thanks,
in
love.
the call.
Vera suddenly gets like a shiver down her spine. What was that? All right. Vera, what were you doing?
So Vera is going to go from the cafe straight to the Silver Sun Strip, and she is going to spend pretty much the whole day and the majority of the evening at a bar on the strip. Maybe occasionally popping into the casino, but for the most part, just at the bar.
All right. Are you just sitting there just kind of drinking, hanging out, or are you doing something specific here? Are you just having a new day?
Drowning her sorrows.
What time are you doing this roughly, and how long do you want to stay there?
Well, she was at the cafe for a good while because she waited for everyone to get up. So
and that was like at the butt crack of dawn.
Yeah. I'd say she probably heads over there at like 10 a.m. Probably doesn't make it back to the ship until midnight.
Okay.
Those poor Baron.
I was gonna say, does anyone?
She would reach out to Asilia and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be gone all day. Watch the Varen."
Okay. Just out of curiosity, since she was gone for like a really long time, is anyone trying to get a hold of her by chance?
She said
Vera
she's
does Vera
paperwork.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boring.
Okay. That's fair. Just want to make sure.
We trust Vera enough to handle herself.
It's the Citadel. If it was Omega, I'd worry. But
yeah.
Okay. That's fair. So Vera, you pretty much drank for 12 hours. Maybe not the whole entire time, but on and off. That's a good long time. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
That's gonna be a 14.
14. Okay. You are able to. You're still stumbling. Your head is kind of in a haze, but you're able to kind of pick yourself up and help kind of get a ride back to at least the location, the general area of the spaceport, so you can kind of stumble back in. But you're not good. You're not in a good place, and I don't mean the alcohol. You're definitely depressed. You're not feeling great. You're just not in a good headspace right now. Do you just go straight to your room?
Yeah. She probably tries to. I don't want to say sneak back onto the ship because that's where she lives. She's not going to sneak into her own home, but she's trying to be really quiet. But it's the drunk person quiet. So, yeah.
Yeah. I played a drunk person last night. I know what that's it. So, yeah, there's no subtlety. It's a big enough ship, but you guys, your rooms are close enough together that if you guys wanted to do a check, you could. Otherwise, you're able to make it to your room just fine. Because again, with that 14, you're able to focus long enough to get to your destination. So, you go ahead and you'll get in your room.
Yeah, she just face plants on the bed, and that's it for the night.
Okay. All right. So the following morning, unless anyone else needs to do anything else before I skip to the fair.
No, we go to the fair.
Going twice.
Was this another day to roll?
If you want to dedicate the time, yes.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
No,
Jamar.
M-
or not
Mel
Jamar.
has-
God damn
Mel
it!
has made a
Dresscar's not
point.
going.
By the way, to talk to Dreskar and Jamar and say that there's a mandatory group fair day tomorrow.
Okay.
There's
let's just
no
say-
getting out of it.
Let's
Mel
just
is
say that
making
you're
it
all at the
mandatory.
table. You're all at the table right now. Brockus, you're in a wheelchair now. Because you really can't move that well. You're sore as hell. Like, you're still drugged, but you're not heavily sedated as before, but you're sore as hell. So you're kind of wheeled in to the dining room area where everyone's kind of situating for the first part of the day. So
Was the
no.
kitchen at least cleaned up?
Yes, we cleaned it at some point yesterday.
Yep.
After you got home. You probably had to get wheeled past it and in all its messy glory. It's cleaned up now.
I don't think he remembers
Torture him
that.
when he can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's
Mel,
going to leave a smell after a day and a half.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So, Mel.
Yep, we're all going to the fair today. All right, everybody?
Oh,
We're
Jamar
at
just bounced.
breakfast, I'm
All right.
guessing, this morning. We're at breakfast.
Yes, Jamar was like, "Oh,
Okay.
fair, not here."
Yeah. Mel woke everyone up and dragged them in here.
Nope,
What if
you're
they're
okay.
fair?
We made, I made a dress for you. Athalia and I made a dress for you, Vera. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
What color is, when I look in Vera's room, what colors do I see? That
I was
there's,
just gonna
is there like
ask.
is there a dominant color present?
Looking into her room, it's like a sea of gray, but her bed probably has like a pastel purple blanket on it.
Okay, so she gives you a like it's like a bluish also dress, but it's like really really light blue, and then it's got these pastel purple flowers that are styled after flowers on your home planet that she tried to paint on there quickly with fabric paint.
You made this in a night.
Mhm.
I'm impressed. It's quite something.
Well, we had a long day. It was actually an entire day, so that I had to work on it. It's just fabric arts, so it's fairly
A day?
easy.
You had a
Yeah.
day? Did I lose a day somewhere?
Yeah, you had that
Yesterday.
paperwork you were doing all day.
That's right. Yes. Sorry. I just get lost in it sometimes.
Must have been real boring. Wow.
Yeah.
It was something. Thank you.
For-
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And we also made jackets for you two boys. You're coming with us. They're like sports coats, sort of, but like a little bit longer. They're almost like the length of like a formal jacket,
Okay.
but it's more like sporty. And Jamar's is like in a color that tries to match his little like things
His
on
markings.
his face that are green. And dress
Got
car, I'm
some
trying to remember
mint.
what color dress car is. I don't have his picture to look at.
It's
his
greens and oranges and
Yeah.
reds and. I thought he was
So
going to
he's-
be unique in color, but he looks kind of typical with all the greens
picture.
with oranges.
He'll have like an orange sport coat, like this like burnt orange color with black trim.
Ooh,
In my line of work, you don't want to stand out.
that's fair.
Put them on, put them on. I bet they fit. Come on.
Did we ever get to
yeah.
making the one for Rissa? Oh, not Rissa. God damn it. I had it and I lost it.
Acilia.
Acilia.
Oh, yeah. Thank
It's
you.
all the
Yeah,
A's,
You
man.
tried.
It is.
Well,
tried.
we
I was
used
there
her-
first. Arissa was there first.
We used her as a model for Vera's, so I don't remember making her one. I thought she
Mhm.
was gonna stay behind and take care of the Varen like she usually does.
I thought
I
we
mean, I
were going to
wouldn't
make her
have
a
minded
matching one.
going.
Well, I'm sure I have something that would fit you. I could just give me a moment.
It's all right if the if you need me to stay behind and watch the Baron. That is all right as well.
No, it just might be like a little bit big on you because you're thinner than me in places, and a little shorter on you because you're taller than me in places, lots of places. But
We
it
had
was
discussed making her a matching one.
probably work.
Thought we had discussed making her a matching one.
Oh, we did. You're right. Never mind. I reversed that. We did make her a matching one. I retract.
It was like
my
opposite
statement.
colors, but they
Yeah.
look like twins.
So it's gonna be purple, but with the blue flowers.
Got it. Okay. Like,
And
I
then
am flattered that
Brock
you made me something. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, totally.
She puts it
So
on.
retcon that quickly. And she also gives like these to Vera and to Athelia. And I don't know what your dress looks like. What does yours look like, Athelia?
It's kind of like a simple sundress, but it's all like yellows and blacks, and so it kind of almost has like the sunflowers, but they're not quite sunflower look to it.
Gotcha.
So
And she's gonna put like they're like these little like shawl things, like they're just like those like scarves you would wear, but they're not really for
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
So she
Yep.
hands out one in complimentary colors to all the ladies. And then and Brockus, we've got to protect you.
Lap
from
quilt, isn't
the
it? It's a lap
fake-
quilt.
Fake sun. And
They
we
put a
present
sun
this
hat on you.
gigantic hat.
The brim is a bit bigger than average. It's the centerpiece that's just so big to accommodate for the
Instead of-
the plate.
The plate
Instead
on the
of
forehead.
flowers, there's like bullets that have been like bullet casings that have been arranged in like this
Yes.
decorative.
You thought of everything.
And he just puts it on. And like in all seriousness, he looks over at Mel. What's a fair?
oh my.
Is it a thing where people get dressed up? Is that what I'm getting
yes.
here?
you get dressed up, you go as a family or group of friends, and you play games and have food that are delicious and enjoy each other's company. Sometimes watch shows.
You had me at food.
You just stay in the wheelchair, understand? You're still healing.
No promises. I'm finally starting to hurt again, and it's actually
holds
making me
up-
feel alive.
Sorry. She holds up one of the stim things that has like the hardcore narcotics
And
in
he
it.
just points at
Jesus.
no.
Don't make me. If I see you try to get up from that wheelchair, I'll be forced to do this as your medical professional.
Mel, do
I've taken
not
an oath.
spike me.
Oh, no.
He's just like staring at her, like pointing at her. Leave those behind. I don't need them. It's better this way. Drugged, I don't know what my limitations are.
That's
Like this,
fair.
I can feel when I hurt, and I can ease up.
All right. I'll grab the milder ones then. But I'm also gonna take this because what if we run into trouble? How funny would it be to like inject some asshole with this, right? Oh my god.
Oh my-
It might kill him.
Mel. Those things are meant to drop people my size and drop Elcor. You hit somebody smaller, you're probably gonna kill them with an
No.
Or
So
just
only the
burst
Krogan
the
assholes.
chest.
Got it.
The ribcage just explodes.
just like some random volus just gets nailed with it.
It was that.
It's like, right, I'll leave it behind.
I can't with this group. Okay. So who's all going to actually go to the fair?
I think all of
Excuse me.
us.
I mean, they were all told it was mandatory.
Is Jamar and Dresscar going?
Yeah.
Jamar?
Yes, but I still want to allocate enough time to do work for the day.
You can do some if you want to do a little bit of work right now.
No, you do work later. Later, tonight.
Listen.
You only
listen.
sleep 4 hours. You can do it later.
Brockus needs this new shotgun to blow someone's head off with before we do something.
He doesn't need it right now. We can go to the fair and then come back. You have to go with us. Now, if you want to leave before us and come back, that is your own prerogative.
He doesn't
But you're
want
required to be there a minimum
Jamar.
of 6 hours.
Jamar, it's okay. I'm not gonna be wielding the shotgun for a while. He kind of like reaches underneath the
Oh my god.
what do you call it? The wheelchair, and he pulls up a pistol.
Yeah.
I already have this, so
Yeah.
Just like
saw
slips
that
it back
coming.
underneath.
Yeah.
That is an
Fair.
approved
Fair.
bit of weaponry for your state of your condition right now.
He has a permit. To have a
Look,
concealed weapon.
look, it's on one side. The other side can handle the recoil. It's a one-handed weapon.
Enough excuses. No more paperwork. No more shotguns. No more grunting in the gym. She points at Dreskar.
I don't grunt.
Oh, you don't think you do?
A little bit. Exertion sounds. Anyway, so
Yeah. So then that's when Mercy comes in dressed up in her dress and leggings.
it's Mimsy
She's
in
like,
matching dress.
Let's go.
I love it when Zoro goes so high pitched the mic just gives up.
Yep.
No, I did that on purpose. I went low on that octave. That was me. Unless you just literally didn't hear anything then.
Which the high pitched part? None of it.
Well,
we got the gist.
everyone on YouTube will hear it, so it's all good.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
And she has Mimsy in her arms. And she has a little backpack on, and she's like, "Can we go?
What?
Can we go?
Shall we?
Let's go.
Yes, fair. Yes, I want to eat all the fried stuff, every pretzel I see. And lots of
His eyes just light up. Did you say fried stuff?
yes. At least if
They
it's
have
anything
fried
like human fares. I don't know what Citadel fare or alien fares are like actually. I could have set us up for a very big mistake, I realize now. But oh well, too late. Let's go.
Good food, and games, and prizes.
You guys have to win me, guys, or watch me win a prize.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's gonna be pushing Brockus along?
I can move myself. I'm not that broke.
You're not. Mel pushes you. I've got you.
Just
Did they
enjoy
get?
Brockus.
Did they give him like an old state of the art like wheelchair where there's no like mechanical thing or anything on it?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I know I've seen a wheelchair in the Mass Effect universe. I just cannot think of what it actually looks
Because
like.
I'm
Hover
picturing.
chair.
Yeah, I was thinking like like it was like a Professor X hover chair or something.
Kind
Probably
of.
is something
I'm
like
pretty
that, right?
sure it is actually.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah,
of
it's like-
something
it's
from
like-
Wall-E.
It's like Professor X's bumper car. I mean,
Doesn't Joker have something like that?
It's a chair. He just sits in a chair. It's not an actual wheelchair. It's the seat that he's in.
There is floating chairs in Mass Effect, so at the very least we can
There
use one of
are.
those.
And I
No, I'm
just
pretty sure he, because of his paralysis, he's permanently in that chair for the first couple games until.
no, he can walk. He can actually walk. He just
Yeah,
doesn't
he
walk
walks
well.
around. He just kind of hobbles, and it's
Um,
very
Oh,
painful.
Totally misremembering that. Okay.
Yeah.
He actually needs help to walk. He cannot walk on his own. Okay, so I'm seeing some pictures. I don't know what's official, but this one looks really cool. So it still has the wheels and everything, but it is so light and state of the art that even with a Krogan, you can push him with ease.
It probably is. It can go on its own too, right? Like, does he have control of it?
Oh, so he's got like the little control.
yeah, that's what I was thinking because it's like
Yeah, I would
You
say
know-
why the hell not?
Tool.
And you know what?
either that or
If
it's like
it didn't,
it's like a
Jamar
little
would
like
rig it.
either that or it's got like some like sort of like feedback to where it's got like a sensor attached to his head so it just reads his thoughts on how to move.
So Mel
Yeah,
goes
I'm
to push
gonna
it, and you just kind of like move forward. And just, right, forgot. Okay.
I mean, it's got handles just in case, but yeah, even if it couldn't, I'm pretty sure Jamar could easily hack it and make it go, but it does. It does. You're able to,
wired
you still
into
have
the
the little,
Omni tool.
you have the little like control panel on the side that you can
Hmm.
use. I'm not gonna, it's state of the art. There's no joystick, but there's a panel you can use to go forward. That's, we're not gonna use a joystick. So you guys gather up. You have drugs just in case. You guys have all of your fun outfits on, your new outfits that were made for you as you guys start to make your way towards this this fair that is being set up over by the Prosimium Gardens on the Citadel. And that is actually where we're going to end, because there's no way we can squeeze all the shit I have in store for you guys in 30 minutes. So, something to look forward to the next time. The coffee shenanigans, though, were gold. And that is us, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging out and watching reality TV.
Space!
Oh my god, that was too funny. I very much enjoyed that. So thanks again for hanging out with us. This is not the only show we have. We have our Mass Effect Horizon show, which is run by me, which is a Mass Effect 5e conversion game that I run the Mimsy 6 through. And then we have our Tuesday longest running campaign, Destiny Forge, where we are on campaign 3, pretty still early on in the campaign, run by Rojan. And then we have our 2 alternating Saturday shows, which is Wayward Wanderers. It's our Extinction Curse Pathfinder 2 game that is run by Azarin. And then alternating Saturdays, we have Rojan running us through Withered Waste, which is a post-apocalyptic style wasteland game. And then we have our once a month show that we do called Behold Lore. I believe we do have a topic, and I am talking to a guest. I just need to confirm before I say, hey, this is cool, so let me get back to you guys later on that. It may or may not be Groudon. We will see. In the works, because his schedule's a little iffy on weekends, so there may be a chance we can finally get him on here, and I'll be really happy. But yeah, if you guys miss anything, you can definitely check out our YouTube channel. I am a week behind. That is on me. I apologize. It will get up to get all the shows. Otherwise, all of our shows are on there if you miss it live. And yeah, otherwise we'll be back here next Monday for this show, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on Destiny Forge. Till then, we'll see you later.